vacation is over for everybody. See, I thought it was over, man. Everybody trying to take you a break. Nah. No days off. Let's go. Alright. Hopefully everybody had that good turkey. Some of y'all are already tired of those leftovers. But hey, man, it's time to get back into this football. S.T.A.R for the Giants game 2. We will also talk about is CeeDee Lamb becoming a true 88 for the Dallas Cowboys. Is he? See, because being an 88 is totally different than being a number 1. See, a lot of teams might have a number 1, but it ain't no team that got a legacy of 88. None. So I also want to talk about how some of us might be confusing 88 standards for number 1 standards. So we go dig into it. We go rap. We go talk about our star players of the game, and we gonna make a decision. I'm gonna be right back, man. Y'all hold tight. Well, let's go, man. Come on, man. Right, let's go, man. Y'all come on in here. Right. Ooh, man, it's time to talk some football. I got some good news, too, and some bad news. Y'all want me to get to the good news first or the bad news? I'm going to give y'all the bad news first. No final word tomorrow. There's no final word tomorrow. Because Law and I, we're going to be in the field. We're going to be doing some work in the field. So it's going to be content that's going to come. Hold on, I need to fix my camera. Hold on real quick, because I just saw a major delay. Y'all give me 1 second. Let me fix my camera real quick. Man, that delay was bad, man. I don't know where that came from. Y'all give me 1 second, man. Then I'm going to get into the content. But as I'm working this, doing 2 things at once, and you know you got to be able to do that. You got to be able to multitask. One of the things that, there it is. So it shouldn't be no more what we just saw. It should flow very smooth. All right, there we go. So now y'all see sometimes when we go through a little bit, just be like small touches make big differences.
Yoga fire.
So no final word tomorrow. It's gonna be the first time we actually did not do a final word this whole season. But trust me, it's gonna be content that's gonna come from it. So every week, you know, whether we lose or win, I'm always talking about the stars. Okay, the people who play with the speed, the toughness, was available and was relentless. Coach Marv came up with that, but it's a real good concept because it gives us a chance to highlight those people that had extraordinary performances. You know, it also gives us a chance to be positive at some point during the week because you know this channel is going to give you a lot of solutions to problems, which sometimes it gives us a break of the problems and get us to kind of focus on some of the good things that's going on. So I also got something that's going to be coming out tomorrow. Even though we don't have the final word, I'm going to be talking about the game in more detail with the New York Giants because I know it's a lot that a lot of people not seeing, and I'm explaining. I've been kind of really listening and hearing some of the issues coming from the fans. So I'm gonna go into depth of our identity and kind of the pitfalls, but I'm also tell you this, that's super important. We are a lot better concept wise than we was last year. Okay, and I'm gonna point out some key differences. Some of it gonna be bad, but some of it is actually good, very good. All right, so y'all give me a second, man. So the first thing, obviously, and we gonna take calls today. It's a freestyle. We gonna take calls too, so we got all of that ready to go. So let's kind of get into it, man. Who I identified as my potential star players. So it's pretty easy to me. Zeke was one of the first, hands down. Zeke looked like he rewound time. Right, like it looked like the rest did him good. He looked very fresh, and you can still also see the speed, the vision. You can see all of it, but one of the things you can see as we start talking about my star candidates, one of the things that I think was also going on with Zeke was him feeling the competition.
Yoga fire.
And I might get into that tomorrow on Competition Tuesdays, but I felt like Zeke was feeling the competition. And a competition been helping a lot of our players. Y'all notice Schultz is blocking better. I'll say that to tomorrow. That's Competition Tuesday talk. But in terms of performance, Zeke got to be up there. Okay. Then I also want to, recognize another potential star who I felt like was coming down with some real tough catches. And that's that boy, Mr. CeeDee Lamb. So we got the all-22 on not CeeDee Lamb, Mr. Michael Gallup. And when you go look at the type of catches he was coming down with, man, just contested catches after contested catches. Like that one itself was not an easy catch. He got a DB draped all over him, and it was about having strong hands. And you can see Gallup goes and get it. He went and get it, and then he did it all day. And I'm gonna be honest, y'all know I like Dak, but Dak was throwing some high balls to Gallup. Just keeping it real. If you just go look at where them balls was going, just high, and he had to go get it. Like just go look at how he's draped. These are not just major separation. Like he don't have separation. This is just will. And Gallup over and over versus the Giants just, you said turn the sound up. Hold on real quick. Let me turn me up, dog. Hold on real quick. Let me pause this, man. See my sound up? I turned it up, so I should sound a little bit better now. All right. Y'all let me know if I need to turn it up some more. All right, so let me keep going though. appreciate y'all giving me that, because that let me get stuff a little bit better. So y'all should be able to hear me a lot better now. I just turned me up. All right, well, here we go. But look at these catches, man. These are contested catches. So these are not just catches to where it's pitch and catch. These are strong catches. Like, he's showing super strong hands. So when you compare him even to CeeDee Lamb, and I'm gonna show it, another one, he had to go get it, and he pulling the pile, because I think something was going on. And I'm being honest, I'm gonna tell y'all what I think is going on. But did anybody notice the turn up of Gallup and CeeDee? That was the easiest catch that Gallup made all day. But did anybody notice the turn up of both of those boys? And I think I know why. It's pretty obvious. Yeah. They also sensing the competition. See, do y'all want me to lie to you or tell you the truth? Y'all let me know. Do y'all want me to lie to you or tell the truth? Hold on, we got us a super chat. Mr. Common Sense Lab is in the building. Let me see what you're talking about, Common Sense. He said, Michael Gallup is my star. Right. I've been asking you about physicality outside of the run game. Sound good on my end? Okay, cool. But yeah, I can see why you would say Michael Gallup is your star, because he was my clear star in the first half. It was, yeah. And see, Purple Soul, you said it. It's that talk. It's that OBJ coming. See, do y'all want me to lie or tell the truth? I'm finna tell the truth. No real receiver want too many receivers around them. Yeah, I'm gonna say that again. No real receiver want other receivers around them.
Yoga fire.
See, I know a lot of people think that football is the ultimate team game. It's a lot of selfishness that go on in football. And see, y'all, we all gotta remember, it's only one ball. Only one ball. So if you think I'm lying, I do want y'all to know, because I do know my history of the Dallas Cowboys, okay? It was a time that the Dallas Cowboys was trying to get. Now, people from the 90s go really feel me when I say this. And y'all go say, what? It was a time that the Dallas Cowboys was trying to get. My boy Amp said, team sport, damn dad. Facts.
Yoga fire.
Team my A, bro. See, like, a lot of people that understand Witten, I understood Witten. Witten, we was like, man, you young pups not taking my job. Team my butt. It's about me. I want to. Oh, Witten wasn't like that. Yes, he was. Witten was. Witten was one of the most competitive mofos you ever see in your life. Witten didn't want nobody to get the ball but him. And see, it's a degree of that's good. Like, feel me on that. Yeah, team sport. Damn that. Yeah, bro. You keep hearing all these bars. You keep hearing all this noise. You mean to tell me you hearing all this? Oh, man, imagine you being Michael Gallup and CeeDee Lamb, and you hear somebody you look up to named the playmaker say, we can win a Super Bowl with what we got, but we'll win a dynasty with Odell Beckham. Man, you just put Odell Beckham above me, dog. Hold on. You just put Odell Beckham above me, Mr. Playmaker. I don't know if I'm cool with that. So is it a coincidence? Just asking a question. Is it a coincidence that Gallup and CeeDee Lamb came out acting a plum nut?
Yoga fire.
Oh, is it a coincidence that they just came out and just decided I'm gonna make every catch? If you draped on me, it don't matter. I'm gonna go get it, Dak. You can throw it up to Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, heaven, cloud nine, wherever you throw it, I'm going to get it. It's this noise. It's this Odell Beckham noise. And I'm seeing something. This is a good thing. Our receivers are selfish. And I love it. You selfish motherfucker. And I love it. Be selfish. Don't you let nobody come take your shine, Gallup, CeeDee Lamb. Hold on real quick, man. Man, hold on. I gotta get y'all. I got a super chat. My boy Pee Wee said, "I would do you one better. Why you think Cooper not here no more? It became a conflict when Schultz and Lamb was getting more touches than him."
Yoga fire.
Boo, we see. Don't talk like that. Don't talk like that, cause yeah, that was gonna be an issue. That definitely, yeah. And so, my boy M say, let me get y'all chats in here. I messed up. I accidentally pushed the wrong button and got rid of y'all chats. Give me 1 second. Let me put it back up in here, man. Y'all be patient. I'm gonna make it red. I'm gonna make it red this time. I'm gonna do it different. Y'all wanna see it red? Let's be red today. All right, we gonna do it red. We gonna do a whole new color. Let's be different today. All right, we've been doing that light blue since the beginning of the show. Here we go. All right, so let me test it. All right, yep, and it works. It's red today, y'all. It's red. All right, let me fix it. It's pissing me off. Stop. All right. And he said, I want Cooper back. I think you're talking about Amari. Oh, Cooper. Yeah, you spelled it. Okay, yeah. And I'm gonna be honest, bro. Don't listen, y'all. Don't get mad at me when I say this. Don't get mad at me when I say this. But for the first time, I did not miss Amari Cooper Thursday. I didn't. For the first time. Because the way that CeeDee Lamb and Gallup got down, it would have been hard for anybody to get balls outside of them two. Just keeping it real. Like it's only so many balls. But see, I was getting to a point. Y'all hear me out on this. This is check me out. It was a time in the 90s that the Dallas Cowboys is trying to get Tim Brown. You know who was against it? You know who was the main person behind the scenes who spoke out against the Dallas Cowboys acquiring Tim Brown? If you guessed it was the playmaker, you was right.
Yoga fire.
Yeah, the playmaker was not for it. Wait, what do you mean the playmaker wasn't for it, boss? He's the ultimate team guy. No. Receivers by nature are selfish. And you should be. And I'm just being honest. So, and I'm still going back to these stars. But see, a lot of people don't know that the Dallas Cowboys could have had Tim Brown with the playmaker, and the playmaker was like, no. The playmaker was like, get him out of here. No. It's only one ball. It's only one number one. Emmett already taking all of it. Yeah. So is it a coincidence that this week Gallup went off, and you know who else went all the way off?
Mr. CeeDee Lamb. Ooh. Ooh.
Yoga fire. Yoga fire.
Ooh.
Yoga flame.
Mr. CeeDee Lamb went off. All right. Which is why I'm gonna stop teasing. Mr. CeeDee Lamb is the star of this week. I ain't, you know how I usually wait to the end? I ain't teasing y'all. No. CeeDee Lamb is the star player of the week. Period. Mr. CeeDee Lamb is shedding everybody
Yoga
up.
fire.
So let me say something real quick. Then I'm gonna take some calls. I'm gonna take a pause. I'm gonna take a call. We're gonna take some calls on this. But I want to say something, because now y'all know who my star player for the week is. All right. But the real question is CeeDee Lamb becoming a true 88 for the Dallas Cowboys? Because, see, that's a whole different question right there. Let's take some calls, and then I'm going to come back to that. I'm going to come back to that. All right, I'm going to just take a quick pause. I'm going to come back to that. I'm going to take a pause. Let me talk. Let's freestyle. And we can talk about whatever y'all want to talk to. So I got the phone lines open. And I'm going to come back. I can't wait to talk about that. Because, see, I'm going to say something. Being a number one is definitely not the same standard as being an 88. No, it's not. Boss Cowboy Sports.
Big homie, what's good, man?
What's up, man? What you got, dog?
Man, look here. So, hopefully, none of the fellas out there have had this issue, but it seems like what we're dealing with right now is we done found a number in our girl pocket.
Oh, we done found the number in our girl pocket.
Yoga fire.
Yeah, so the fact that you found it means that, one, she was receptive enough to listen to the pitch, to slow down and stop walking, stop your stride, to slow down and stop walking, to entertain this complete stranger, and took the number and did not discard of it, but held on to it. Now, whether or not she's doing something in the dark is another story, but just the fact that she even entertained at that point has got our receivers tightening up, as I would say.
Oh, man.
And then just like we said earlier when we talked, I'm going to clear my throat for this. It appears that by talking and flirting with OBJ, that it's made our team better.
Oh.
Yoga fire.
Because you remember Jerry said, I'm going to make a move. Well, you know, if I made a move that appears that we will be all in, you know, then, you know, that's what we'll do. So because you're flirting with OBJ, from what we've seen over the last couple of weeks, it appears that our wide receivers have gotten their act together.
Yep.
I'm just saying.
I'm
you
just
find
saying.
that number in the pocket. You
Yep.
ain't gonna tighten up. You ain't gonna make sure your stroke game on point.
You gonna act like
Make
it
sure
ain't no
you wash
competition
your
out here,
behind
dog?
2 to 3 times a day. You don't want to be funky. Oh, you know what? And you might tighten your wardrobe up while you're at it.
Ooh, you done went and got a fresh haircut. You done lost
Fresh
weight.
haircut.
You done lost weight.
Tomorrow, please.
You done lost weight.
Yeah. Like I tell my homeboys, hey, look here. Tighten up, bro. You slipping, tighten up.
Yeah.
And as the old pimps back in the day used to say, it's one out here lonely.
No, it's one out here, man. Keep talking real quick. I got to turn on my fan, bro. I need you to hold it down.
And look, and then I don't know if y'all have seen that movie Jarhead. All my military folks out there. You don't want Jody sliding in on you either, or the cat to eat your supper. So yeah, you better tighten up. But will we get them? Won't we get them? I ain't here to debate that. Not today, not tonight. But what we do know is everybody is watching. Everybody is listening.
I'm back.
Everybody is on high alert. You know what I'm saying? Whether we get hit by Hurricane OBJ or not is yet to be determined. But guess what? Everybody has their hurricane readiness box on standby. Because guess what? You don't want to get caught slipping.
Hey, bro, what else you got, bro? What else you got before I get back into this content? What else? But you going crazy.
On top of all that, man, I actually... Ooh, Lord, it hurts me to say this.
Uh-oh.
I got to give that game ball to Mike. I don't hate to say it, but I got to give it to Mike McCarthy. The reason why I got to give it to Mike McCarthy is because he is using the very minute amount of power he has to create a big impact. We all know Kellen Moore is the golden boy and the chosen one, right?
Yes.
But even with that, Mike
Some
McCarthy is doing what little he can in the eyes of the public to expose Kellen Moore for what he has done so that he will improve, because he cannot do it privately. You embarrass me in public, I'm going to embarrass you in public. That's what my mama used to tell me, and that's what Mike McCarthy is doing.
Oh,
that's all I got, bro. But I want to sit back down and listen, dog. Do your thing, bro.
I got you, bro. I got some more. I got some more juice for you, dog. I got you, man. That was L. Trust me. I got some more juice. Listen. Hey, and if I would have known he was going to say that, if I would have known you was going to say that, bro, I got the secret sauce today, where Stephen Jones basically said himself that this offense is Kellen Moore's. Boss Cowboy.
What's going on, boss? How you doing, man?
What's up, coach? What you got?
Yeah, man. I got a couple of stars, man, of the game, man, that I wanted to give. And this one of the stars I wanted to give is Cedric Wilson. Not Cedric Wilson, but Donovan Wilson. I think he had a outstanding physical game. His tackling was good. He filled some lanes there. Him and Curse played much better in the run game of filling their spots. I think the defense themselves played better because they were more disciplined, and with their discipline, they got rewarded for being their discipline by guys like Curse and Donovan Wilson coming up and filling those holes, as well as our linebackers and making the tackles. So I think the discipline in itself was a key, and I like to give them the stars because they were really flying all over the place. I like to give a star to either Kellen Moore, or I would give it to Mike McCarthy, because I think Mike McCarthy is a key when you have measurables of saying that he wants to control time possession, and I think he kind of got into his offense coordinator head and tell him that we want to get up to the line of scrimmage fast, but that don't mean we got to run a play within 15 seconds. And that control the time possession, I think that helped our defense get into a rhythm and keep our guys on the field a lot. So I'm gonna give Mike McCarthy. I'm hard on Mike McCarthy, but I think that is that's a coaching point when you say that that's how a head coach kind of control the game about what type of style, and he mentions that to the coordinators about how you want to keep the defense off the field right now, and let's keep the ball. And I want to give a special star to CeeDee Lamb. It's a lot of pressure on CeeDee Lamb. With people talking about he's not a number one, and you got whispers about bringing in other marquee wide receivers, not to take his position, but you know if the groundswell is about another marquee receiver, anything that other receiver does is going to shine above him. But he's going out and making tough catches. I don't think he's had a drop since the week he dropped those 2 passes. And he's making tough catches and acrobatic catches and timely catches. And I think we are seeing the burden of a true number one. And I think as long as Dak is playing, we're going to see the numbers get even better. And as long as we keep the running game going, we're going to see it better. And my last star is to our tight ends. As a group, I think they really got a lot of confidence. They're playing well. They're dedicated to blocking. And as we give them a couple of passes and touchdowns, they're going to get even better. They're going to do the little things even better because they're getting rewarded somewhat. So they're a big key to our success this year for their blocking and their hustle and they're making plays. So I would like to give a big shout out to our tight ends because they're doing a great job. And I believe there can be, as it gets cold, those guys are going to be very important to a physical style of play that we are trying to adapt. But those are my stars. I don't know if that hit some of your stars or not because I just got it on here. So, but those are my stars, man. And I think those little guys are going to be very important to our success because it's all about the sum of the parts when you get to championship football. Who has the better sum of parts? Who has the most players playing well? And right now, I think we have a lot of guys that's playing well for us that may not be the headline guys, but they're doing very good.
Right.
So I'll hang up, boss, man. And as always, man, you do a great job, man. Keep pushing the thing. I hope you got a chance to look at the stuff I sent to you today, man. I got me and Law had a long talk on his show, and I think he got upset with me because I was debating about the Odell Beckham thing. But
you don't piss off Law.
I was not all respect Odell Beckham. I just don't think Odell Beckham is good for this team, and we don't need an identity crisis right now.
Oh, wait. I forgot.
We got our identity. We're building an identity. We don't need an identity crisis.
Yeah, I put it like this. The more and more, can you hear me, Coach? Oh, I'm having phone issues. Can you hear me okay?
Say what?
Can you hear me okay?
I can't understand you. I can't understand what you're saying, man. Call me understand you.
Okay. All right.
All right. I'm listening to just say it on there, and I'll put my comment in the thing.
Gotcha.
All right.
See, let me first. I'm supposed to call Jay Tuck. Let me just call him real quick because I told him yesterday I was gonna call him because he was giving me some new information on this Odell Beckham stuff. Let me call him real quick. Y'all be patient. Just be just a little bit patient. You know, this is live, but hey, stream's not perfect. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point of y'all watching YouTube. This is not television. Y'all give me 1 second. I'm just calling the homie. Give me 1 second, because he was saying some good stuff on the phone. I said, pause, dog, pause. Let's do this on the show. He not answering. Okay. I'm gonna take one more call, then I'm gonna get back to the content. Boss Cowboy.
What's going on, Boss Cowboy?
What's up, man? Who's this?
Huh?
Who's this? Go ahead.
Yeah, you sound kind of muffled. I can't really make out what you're saying.
Oh, this Wink. Go ahead, Wink. Go.
You there?
Yep. Go. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you sound real muffled, bro. I can't really understand you.
But go ahead. Everybody listening. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, I just hopped on, man, just to holler at you, man. What's popping off?
Yeah, man. I'm doing good. But hey, talk about football, because if you can't hear me, we ain't gonna be able to have no conversation. I'd rather them hear what you gotta say.
Yeah, I didn't quite agree with Coach. I do think we have an identity, but I mean, you know, we got the star in our helmet, man. We bring stars in here, man. So that's just how it's always been, and that's how it's always going to be. So, you know, if Odell is brought into the fold, he's going to be somebody that's going to have to be respected for, you know, his talent, and that's just only going to take pressure off of CeeDee. So everybody that's like saying it's going to rock the boat and all that, I don't quite agree with that. I mean, I know he's a little bit of a diva. All wide receivers is to an extent, but you know, every star wide receiver we had outside of Amari Cooper been some kind of a diva in some way, shape, or form. So we just got to deal with it, man. But I mean, I think at this part in his career, he's more mature than he was. So if we do get him, man, you know, I think that just add a little bit more spice to the pot, and then you know it's going to draw either a number one a cornerback or number two off of CeeDee onto him. So, you know, that's only going to help enhance CeeDee, you know, because he's the future right now. So, you know, anybody else coming in here is just, you know, just a little enhancement to our talent, a talent enhancement, but not, you know, they're not really the core of the team. So I don't think nobody should be hating on it.
Okay. All right. Well, let me address that then, Wink.
And you know, me and Jay Tuck got a bet too. I told him like, CeeDee ain't no real 1A wide receiver, and I'm betting him that he tried to say he gonna get some 1,500 yards. I said, ain't no way in hell, because I think to me CeeDee is just a little bit more than a possessive receiver. He's making yards, but he ain't getting in the end zone quite too tough. So that's just my opinion. It might be unpopular, but me and him got a little bet going on. So I told him, like, you know, the way this offense is structured, it ain't really set for nobody to really shine that much, especially if you're trying to get dollars with you know, when your contract is up.
You raising the hell of our point. You raising the hell of our point, Wink.
You know, so you see what they're doing to the Zeke stuff. It is what it is.
No, I agree. Ooh, hell of our point. Let me address it, Wink. You said a lot.
But you know what really pissing me off, boss?
What's that?
The way that the Eagles are going about doing things, and however it may look weird or whatever, but them boys still winning, man. So if they get to the NFC Championship before the Cowboys do, it ain't no protecting this team, man, from we like our guys, because it ain't work. Because then these guys are going to be in the last 5 years, then got to the Super Bowl before us, where the formula ain't like us. So we got to do something different, man.
We
you know
don't
what I'm saying? Something got to change.
Don't give them the Super Bowl quite yet, dog.
From the coaching, from the culture, something got to change. You know, they're going to have to, the front office is going to have to look in the mirror. If one of these teams from the AFC or NFC get to the Super Bowl that ain't never been to the Super Bowl, or they've been down and not like every year in the playoffs, strong, going deep in the playoffs, and they get to the NFC Championship and the Super Bowl for us, and they've been talking all that fluff for years, like, oh yeah, we like our guys, we build through the jab, blah, 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 blah. And all these teams is passing us, doing it another way. Hell no, man. I ain't protecting. This is my team, but I ain't protecting them no more.
I
that thing
love
is
it.
seriously pissing me off, man. 26 years of this bull crap.
Weak, man.
For real, dog.
No, that's real. That's real. Hey.
If Jalen Hurts, of all people, get to the Super Bowl before us, it is a serious problem in the Dallas front office. I ain't lying.
Facts. Hey, facts. Hey, keep talking.
But you see what they front office is doing. When they see a need, they address it. Even though it might not be working, at least they're addressing it.
That's true. That's true.
With that, they ain't taking a whole lot to get it done either. So I don't know what the problem is, man.
See, man, I don't like the fact, Wink, that you giving Philly the crown. They ain't earned the crown yet. They ain't earned nothing.
They lose a game and then they bring 2 defensive tackles in a matter of weeks. It's how long it takes Anthony Barr. It took us like 3 months.
See, but sometimes that's called panicking. When you go get 2 old dudes, man, ain't scared of
But guess what? Them old dogs don't do nothing else, and then it'll be like one play. All it take is one play, and to stop them, to get them through the other side. That's all that counts. That's what they work is right there. Just make one key play when it can, because they got the pedigree from their past that already done did it before.
Players
so if they
not a
do
problem,
something like that, if one of their players do something like that, any one of them, one of their high-priced free agents or something like that, make a key stop in the game to get them to like an NFC championship, it's worth it.
But players not a problem, Wink. Players is not a problem. It's not players. It's not talent. So I think we got to stop looking at talent. Like, if we just had more talent, I don't think it's talent. Talent.
At some point, man, y'all need to have a roundtable about this whole philosophy. That's all I'm saying going forward.
I'm down. You know, I'm ready. I want to have this high level discussion at any time with anybody that got any kind of weight. Yes.
Yeah.
But let me address it.
I didn't want to take up too much of your time, but
I appreciate talking
to you, man. Hopefully, I'm gonna get down there. I'm hopefully have a surprise for y'all next year, man. I'm trying to get me a residence down to S.T.A.R, but that's just. I'm not hoping the good Lord, bless me in that way. But I'm working towards that, and then once I get there, the rabbit got the gun. Then I'm gonna start to try to get and doing some things with you.
Oh, no doubt. Come on. If you come to Texas, we gonna rock out. Let's go.
No, I'm already here in Texas. I'm just a little bit down below. I'm down here in Austin, so I'm gonna make my way up there.
Well, yeah. Whenever you come, hit us up. You know what I'm saying? We go get it. We know you.
Cowboys experience and all that, man. I got a lot of.
Let's get it.
A lot of things I want to run by, but I'm gonna let them. I gotta crawl before I walk, but I'll let you know.
That's all right. Let me know, Wink. I got to address though. We talked about a lot. He talked about a lot. So, the first thing I'm gonna say, and then I'm gonna get right back into this 88 stuff with CeeDee Lamb. All right, because that is worth it. What I'm finna go over. But I'm gonna be honest. That's why I called J Tuck. I was trying to call J Tuck because, man, we was having a good discussion over the phone, and J Tuck told me, he said, "Boss, I'm out on Odell Beckham." Now, and what's crazy is J Tuck reasons are different than mine. Like, mine, y'all know, is about Kellen Moore, right? Mine is strictly about Kellen Moore. I don't trust Kellen Moore. And now it's starting to come out, when it comes to Odell Beckham, that he might not, according to this anonymous executive, that we might not see him to the end of December. So, and I know Wink was like, hey man, we got to put a big name on the star. Man, listen, I do not feel comfortable going into the playoffs where we didn't even allow Kellen Moore to sample this. You just send him in the playoffs with this crack. No, I would be, if you got Odell Beckham mid-December, early December, to where he can be pass happy, it don't work, and then we can fuss at him and be like, you killing Pookie Moore and call him out. We wouldn't even have time to call him out. We wouldn't have time to put no pressure on him. We would be giving him a toy to get pass happy with. We run up against San Fran and likely lose because we are not sticking to what got us here, running the ball. You want to give Odell Beckham, and that's my reason. Tuck reason was like, bro, how we go stick this dude on a team after they done did all the work to get to the playoffs? And on top of that, me and Tuck having this conversation, we still struggling with option routes with guys that been here. That don't make sense. If we just stop and like think about it, not just the name, not just the talent, think about the situation. Think about that, not just the talent, because all of us agree if he's healthy, he's an upgrade to Noah Brown. He's an upgrade to James Washington. I agree with that. All of us agree he's a dog. I agree with that. But you saying to plug Odell Beckham in a system to where Tolbert can't even hit the field. Did Tolbert go through OTAs? Yes. Did Tolbert go through training camp? Yes. Preseason? Yes. And he's still not on the field? No. And, you know, for people that saying depth, I actually agree with the depth. I agree. See, when you say stuff like depth, I'm not going to fight you on common sense. See, depth makes sense. When you say depth, getting him for depth, that makes sense. But then the question is, would you want to risk him Kellen Moore getting pass happy because we just loading up for depth? I'm pretty sure you would say no. So the depth is true. I'm not going to fight when you right. When you right, that's why I don't lose debates. I don't lose debates because when you right, I agree with you. You know what I'm saying? Not depth, that's a good answer to why we would want to get Odell in case something happened. I'm not fighting that. I'm just looking at it like the risk of him coming in. Now we talking December and January in the playoffs? No chemistry? Dak ain't worked with him at all? Bro, that's... And this is another good response. See, when y'all say stuff that makes sense, I don't fight y'all when y'all make sense. Like, for people that say this, because I hear this a lot. Kellen just pass happy anyway, boss. Yes, he is. But see, this is the thing, Daisy. Which one makes him look more foolish? Being pass happy with an emerging number one, a number two that's coming off an ACL, and an unproven number three in Noah Brown? Because when you have those three, it's very obvious that your best talent is who? Zeke and Pollard. So it allows us to put public pressure on. Don't be dumb, Kellen. Your best talent is obviously Pollard and Zeke. But if you add Odell, it creates an argument. It creates a debate on which one is the better group. And if you say maybe, even if you just say maybe that receiver group is better, this is all assuming that Odell is healthy on my assumption. But if you even started the debate late into the season, you don't think Kellen Moore go seize that? Yeah, and I don't think Kellen go do it anyway. I don't. See, because under this current environment, Kellen does still try. I'm going to talk about that tomorrow. Kellen still tries to be pass happy. He tried it versus New York. He came out throwing in the script. He did. He came out throwing, and he came out to hurry up. But guess what Mike McCarthy said? Mike McCarthy said last week that he spent a majority of his time making sure Pollard and Z get their touches. So we do have a degree of somebody that's reining him and pulling him in. So did anybody notice in the second half that we went back to running the ball? Did anybody notice that when we went on that run, it was when we went back to our identity, and when we was losing in the first half, we was not functioning under what we do best? Did anybody notice the difference in the first half offense versus the second half? So yeah, it's not just Kellen go do it anyway. It's like under this current environment, we have some type of check and balance. What I'm afraid is that we could lose all of it. Cause this is the scary thing. Yeah, Daisy, that's the problem. It's not Odell. Like, you hit it. Like, it's not Odell. So the problem is really Kellen, and it's not Odell. Odell not the problem. Like, not to me. I'm not talking about his talent. I'm not talking about that we might need him for depth. I don't want him as crack. That's what I want. We got a crack addict OC. I don't want to give him a fresh batch of crack cocaine and he has a true addiction. No. Super chat, my boy say, James Tyson say, something to think about, you know. Them Joneses, JJ and Steven Jones, don't ever want to look wrong. Look like the better Amari look, the better. Oh, the more desperate they look, bro. See, bro. See, you saying something with that. Cause see, you get into something I was just getting ready to talk about. Since we talking about, see, stay with me, cause I'm not even at the meat of this yet. I'm taking y'all comments right now, but I'm finna get into the meat. Yeah, my boy Life say, now boss, Kellen is gonna take that crack mine as well, have Odell. Yeah, nah, bro, listen. If you give him Odell, I'm gonna say it again. Under this current environment, you look like a fool getting pass happy. You look like a fool. That's why you're able to rein him in. Because see, under this current environment, every time he's tried to pass, we've lost. Every time he went pass happy, L. So under this current political environment, Mike McCarthy has the weight. If you give Kellen Moore, Odell Beckham, you shift power all the way to Kellen. I just don't think that's a good idea. I don't think it's just he go do it anyway. It's like you have a better chance of reeling him in now than if you had Odell Beckham. And Coach Marv said identity crisis. I agree. Yeah. Now, and then you said, so Eternal Dynasty says, so you saying Dak didn't check out of run plays? Sometimes he checked out of them. Sometimes he checked into them. He checked out and in of run plays. But the overall scheme and design and plan is Kellen. Yeah. Yeah, it's Kellen. Yeah. And see, listen, Fresh. See, this is my whole point. It's sad when your quarterback got to check out of Kellen's place. Now, if Dak is willing to do that and not be on some protecting Kellen, I'll be cool with Odell Beckham. Yeah. If Dak would take it upon himself that I'm finna do what's smart, I'm finna manage this game. But see, now you're asking Dak to be your OC. Now you're asking Dak to be your quarterback and play caller. If that's what we got to do, but I think that's kind of That's kind of wild that you have to do all of that just for Odell Beckham. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's just me, man. Like, listen, all I'm gonna say is this, you know, if they get Odell and we lose a game because they had Dak throwing 40 sometimes, I'm gonna need all y'all to come in here and apologize. Cause y'all know I would. Y'all know I would. See, cause I have a bad feeling that a lot of y'all liking Odell because of the name. Because currently right now, we are the number one offense. Yeah, we are the number one offense. And it's like, and we thinking another weapon is going to pull us over. I'm going to be honest. I don't see where any other receiver would have had room with the way that CeeDee Lamb and Gallup was acting versus the Giants. If they keep playing like that, bro, I'm just being honest. We don't need another receiver. I'm just being all the way honest. It's like maybe he get an extra 2 catches, but bro, 2 or 3 catches, bro. But to think we go score 60 points because of Odell Beckham, bro, it ain't gonna happen. And see, I think Jay Tuck said it best. I want everybody to think about this. See, we calling Odell Beckham a third receiver. And my boy say, send it love because I always love your content. I appreciate the big homie. But in reality, he the 5th option. See, Tuck broke that down very well. See, we call him the 3rd receiver, but he actually the 5th option if you think about it. Who the 1st option? Zeke. Who the 2nd in terms of touches and targets? Pollard. Who's 3rd? CeeDee Lamb. After that is Gallup. Then it would be Odell Beckham. So you telling, all right. So like, listen, y'all. I'm cool. I'm gonna tell you the scenarios to where I would be cool with Odell Beckham. I would be cool with Odell Beckham if Dak shows me in the last weeks going up into the playoffs that he's checking out of them passes. If he's doing that, I would trust it. Because it got to be somebody that's putting a check on Kellen. If there's no check on Kellen, we betting on the crack addict and giving him crack. Bro, that's crazy. Like that, no, bro, that's no way common sense. I'm just being honest. That is no way. Is not he go throw it anyway. Listen, do y'all know if he get pass happy with Odell Beckham, he increasing our chances of losing a lot? Do y'all realize we have not won one game that we came out throwing this year? Nah, bro. I would rather us have less and stick to what we are than to have more and get outside of who we are. But that's just me. But see, let me get back to this 88 though, because Odell Beckham, I don't want to, because we fight about this every day. I ain't gonna fight about this today. So, but check this out. The real question is CeeDee Lamb becoming a true 88? That's more important, to be honest, than Odell Beckham. Is our number one becoming an 88? And let's talk about the difference. All right, because yeah, I like Odell Beckham, but Odell Beckham, even if he came, he wouldn't be our number one. He wouldn't. So let me talk about something that's really going to determine how far we go or if we win a Super Bowl. And that's the 88, and that's the spirit of the 88. This is the thing I love about y'all. And let's talk about this 88 stuff. See, 88 is totally different than being the number one. And 88 historically, and this is why I love y'all, because one of y'all already said this in the comments, that y'all so impressive. Y'all are so impressive. One of y'all already said this in the comments, that 88, if you really think about 88, 88 is the ultimate possession number. Historically in Dallas, people that rocked 88 was never notorious route runners. Think about it. Think about it. 88 is more so about the people that's determined when the ball is in the air. That's an 88. 88 wasn't about electricity. 88 was about determination. So the original 88 literally had a play, the most famous play named after his play, the Hail Mary. Because when the ball was in the air, it took a miracle to come down with it. A prayer. But the determination of 88 came down with it versus the Minnesota Vikings. Coach Marv with the super chat, he say Rams need OBJ. They have a Zeke, a TP, tight ends. If they had what we have now, they wouldn't have got OBJ last year. Fact. I don't know if that's a fact, but I think that's a very good opinion. Like, I think that's very good logic. You know, very good logic. I would lean in that direction, but I'm not gonna say what they would do because they very aggressive to get better. You know, if they felt like they needed, I think they would do about anything to get better. But I'm going back to the spirit of 88, and I want y'all to think about it. 88s and people that are 88s, it's not skill, it's determination. It's what's in their chest. The real spirit of an 88 are those people that don't matter if you just give them an opportunity. In a true 88 mind, they thinking, I'm gonna come on down with it. I'm gonna make the play. Just throw it in my direction. Ask a question. Was the playmaker known for routes? No. No, he was not known for. He was a good route runner, but was he elite? Hell no. Was he Sterling Sharp? No. Was he Jerry Rice on routes? No. But was there anybody better when the ball was in the air? No.
Yoga fire.
See, 88 is about one thing. If you really know your 88s and you know the spirit of your 88s, if you really know 88s is about the people that's the best with 50-50 balls. It's not about total receiver skills. This is the one thing you can say about all the 88s. They are the most determined. When the ball in the air, I mean that. Yeah. So when we asking, is CeeDee Lamb becoming a true 88? We gonna talk about that. But first you gotta know what an 88 is. If you don't know what an 88 is, you go get it wrong. So like, if you just look at the history of 88s. In 1992, look at this freaking stat on the playmaker. Out of 67 receptions, 64 of them was for first downs. Oh my God.
Yoga fire.
Let me read that again. Oh my God. Out of 67 receptions, and he had 4 games left when they showed this stat. This was versus Atlanta. Of course, I screenshot it. Look at that 88. Oh, can you imagine? 64 out of 67 of your catches resulted in a first down.
Yoga fire.
Boy, that ratio is crazy. You talking about the go-to in the clutch. Dog. And my boy Tariq say, sorry, boss, CeeDee not there yet. Yeah, that's why we got to talk about what the standard of 88 is. Because if people don't know what the standard of 88 is, it's a high bar. But we going to talk about it. See, because the question is he a number one? Yep. But is he an 88? We going to talk about that. We going to talk about that. All right. Ooh, man, y'all. My boy say, boss, real quick. I don't want Tyrone back. Keep Tyler at left tackle, and I'm on the fence with Odell, and CeeDee need time to grow. Yeah. See, that's what we have in this conversation, and that's also what we saying is CeeDee becoming a true 88. So let's talk about that now, because I want to, because I showed that stat on the Playmaker. Bro, Dez and his 88s is just as crazy. When you go look at the production of Dez, and you look at what Dez, put it like this. I'm gonna just put it like this when it comes to Dez. Julio Jones is still not close to Dez in touchdowns. Think about that. And Julio been playing a lot longer. He not even close to Dez. Bro, see, when you talking 88, see, that's why I used to piss me off when boys used to be like, Dez wasn't a route runner. Dez never needed to be a route runner. You will not go find nobody in history that was better at the 50-50 ball than Dez. It was nobody more determined. I would say only the Playmaker. It's only two people in the history of football that was, when that ball was in the air, you was not gonna come down with it. Dez or a Playmaker was coming down with that ball. That is the spirit of a true 88. I'm telling you, true history. So when you look at 88, you see freakish stuff. You see, I'm coming down with it. I'm Mr. Hail Mary. You can trust me. No, yeah, it's two defenders on me, but I'm an 88. Everybody get out the damn way. I am an 88. And when all the receivers are falling, when nobody can go get it at its highest point, consistently, I can, because I am an 88. So we gotta all know what 88 really mean. Because if you know what 88 really mean, then we can look at CeeDee Lamb and then start saying, is he there or is he on his way? And I'm gonna say this. We saw some 88 stuff Thursday. We did. Now I know a lot of people don't want to say it, but we saw some 88 stuff Thursday. We did. I'm gonna turn on the film. All right, because forget opinions. Let's go to the film. Let's look at the film, and we go talk about 88 stuff. All right, and I'm just keeping it real. Like, what is 88? See, 88 ain't about just beating people with routes. 88 is about the determination. If you holding me, if you flagrant on me, I'm so determined, you still can't stop me. We saw that Thursday, y'all. I'm just keeping it real. I'm keeping it real. Now, some people, they go say, you know what? Nah, boss, he not there yet. Well, if you need to see more, say that. But we can't say we didn't see it. So check this out. All right, so we gonna look at Mr. CeeDee Lamb, right? And I would say for the most part, see that right there, that's a drop. That's a drop that an 88 come down with. Just keeping it real. And I'm not saying Dez and them didn't drop balls, because they did. The Playmaker drop balls. You know what I'm saying? But they all drop balls. All right, so let's be clear on that. But I want to show y'all, to me, what 88 is. So let's just go through why he's making plays, and let's say, is this 88? Is that 88? Nope. Good catch, but that's not 88. Just keeping it real. All right? Because he didn't have to make a determined catch there. He just beat that guy. All right? Is this 88? No, that's not 88. Good play. It's not 88. Just keeping it real. All right. Now, this right here is actually 88 to me. Because even though it's an interception, I love the fact that he didn't quit and he make a strong tackle, hustling to get this dude on the ground. That's an 88 to me. To me. All right? Because it's the intensity of how he playing. Is that 88? Nah. That's not 88. But good catch. Good separation. Good route. Now, is this play 88-ish? Let me see. That is 88. Oh my God. Now, if you want, that is 88-ish right here. 80. Y'all know when I use that ish, it's real. Is this 88-ish? Let's see. Bro, this is so 88, it's scary. Bro, first of all, the dude holding him, he makes a one-handed catch, points at the ref, points at him. Then he say, he's my son. Oh my God. Oh, that is 88. Son, he points at him and said, you're my son. Man. Oh man, he pulled a Coming to America on him. I'm talking to my son again. I'm talking to my son. I'm talking to my son. My son. Ooh, that is 88. Yeah, that's even Chris Carter-ish. See, because remember what the standards of 88 is. 88 is about the determination. 88 is not about playmaking. That's not an 88. If you want playmaking, go look for T.O. Go look for Jerry Rice. But if you're looking for the dog, people that's determined when that ball is in the air, we got to know what 88 is. And that boy pulled the 88 on that play. That was 88-ish. Just keeping it real. That play was 88-ish. Just keeping it real. Because, see, it was a time. Let's talk about this. It was a time front office was questioning, was CeeDee Lamb even an alpha? See, I keep up with this stuff, bro. This stuff don't get by me. Y'all listen to this. This was in the off season, out the blue, came out of nowhere. Listen to this.
How much different is the offense going to be in 2022? Do you have any idea yet?
So I know one of the things that's been discussed, and I think I've brought this up to you guys, one of the things that's been discussed is the idea that CeeDee Lamb could be playing on the outside a lot more than he has the first 2 years.
He brought that up out the blue. See, they talked about the offense, and he brought up CeeDee Lamb. Let me take the super chat real quick. But see, let's remember what they were talking about. See, I still keep up with this stuff. Hold on real quick. Your stuff don't get by me. I remember what y'all was saying about Mr. CeeDee Lamb in the offseason. Listen. God damn. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to get y'all comments in here. I'm trying to get this stuff acting glitchy, y'all. It's not me. It's technology. Give it a sec. God damn. I'm gonna have to read it another way. All right. He said, boss, you know what it might be. CeeDee don't have the playmaking Dez attitude because he has the tools in his belt. But in his heart, they're like those 88s. Exactly, bro. And see, I think CeeDee Lamb is like those 88s. Yeah. That's why I'm playing what I'm playing, because I got to play this. This is real important. Listen.
Which I don't know that totally excites people, because I think a lot of people feel like CeeDee Lamb is best in the slot. And if he's not going to play in the slot, I don't know who they plan on putting there. If it's Tolbert, Gap.
My boss said I might be sipping that Kool-Aid. Hey, I'm just putting on the film. Wasn't that a determined catch? How many people making one-hand catches with people draped on them? I mean, damn, like, did he not do it or did he? Like, now, if he didn't do it, if he didn't make the play, yeah, I'm sipping Kool-Aid. But, bro, he made the play, dog. Like, if he made the play, and I'm saying that was an 88 play, bro, it was. Let's just look at it one more time, bro. Bro, that's an 88 play, bro. And then this is the thing. This is how y'all know I ain't sipping Kool-Aid. Because every play that wasn't an 88 play, I said it. Every one of them. I'm showing you all his plays, and I was like, that one wasn't, that one wasn't, that one wasn't. But this one, one-handed, while he draped on you, bro, that's an 88 play, dog. I'm sorry. That is. Especially when we know that it's not about did you win on a route. Like every one of these catches, Dez was covered. Like every one of these. Yeah, he was covered. But it was the determination. It was, I'm coming down with it. I'm going to go get it. Yeah. And so if I'm seeing plays where CeeDee Lamb went and got it multiple times, that's 88-ish. That ain't Kool-Aid. That's why I said this previous game, we saw 88 stuff. We did. Like, I don't want to knock CeeDee Lamb. Listen, I do want to hold him accountable, but I don't want to be where I'm overly critical. Y'all feel what I'm saying? It's a difference between holding people accountable. Then there's a times to where we're being overly critical. Because I'm going to tell y'all right now, the standard of a number 1 is here. The standard of an 88 is here, dog. I want to be clear on that because CeeDee Lamb is already a number 1. Now it's about, are you an 88? Because the standard of number 1, he already acing that test, dog. I'm just be honest with you. Bro, he's the leading receiver in our entire division. Right now. I got this from the homie Wrong. Right now. And remember, most of his games was with a backup quarterback. He just starting to rock with Dak. He just starting to get his game experience with his quarterback. Let me ask y'all a question. Since now that we can see the offense with and without Dak, and you can see we're number 1 in points, we're number 3 in total yards, where is this production coming from, y'all? Yeah. Where is this production coming from? I want to know what y'all definition of a number 1 is. That's what I need to know. Cause I bet you something crazy. Cause you see, some of y'all, I think y'all doing CeeDee Lamb a little bit like y'all do Dak. Some of y'all. See, some of y'all do Dak. Dak is not the problem. Some of it is y'all. It's y'all standards. I was talking to, this is a true story. I'm not capping, I'm not playing, I'm not hostile, I'm not joking when I say this. Guess what? I was talking to a guy today that was blind. Real life blind. And guess what? He had all kind of opinions on Dak. Think about that. He was blind. Could not see. If the game on, he can't see it. But he had opinions. And this is one of the things he said, because you know we was debating. We was having us a debate. He said, see, Dak, he can't do what Aaron does. I swear, D.A. Lee, he was blind, bro. I swear. And he was saying he can't do what Aaron does. I say, bro, can y'all please name somebody outside damn GOATs when you talking about Dak? Please. Can y'all please name somebody outside of a GOAT? Oh, he not Tom Brady. Do y'all notice that whenever people talking about Dak, they only bring up Aaron, Mahomes, and Tom Brady? That is it. Coach with the super chat, he said, hello. Yeah, y'all, see, let me tell you, see, That's what some of y'all doing with CeeDee Lamb. When you say he ain't a number one, this is what y'all really said. Y'all really said he not Tyreek Hill. That's what y'all said. Or y'all said he ain't Jerry Rice. Or y'all said he ain't Dez at his prime. Or y'all said he wasn't Michael Irvin at his prime. Remember, that is not the standard of a number one. That is not the standard of a number one. See, 88, that's a super high standard. Listen, 88 is the most famous number in the most famous franchise. And everybody that wore it for a long period of time had the same spirit. I ain't talking about them fly-by-night 88s. I'm talking about Drew, the playmaker, Dez, and now CeeDee Lamb. What they put on him is big. When they put 88 on him, bruh, that's asking for the world. When you ask somebody to really be an 88, you are truly asking, can you take over the world? And when you're done, I need you to go take over Mars. So if you say he not an 88, I ain't gonna fight you. But if you say he not a number one, I'm gonna fight the fuck out of you, bro. That's crazy. CeeDee Lamb is a number one, bro. And we need to stop. Like, we really need to stop. Now, is he the best number one in the league? No. No. But is he approaching top 5, top 4? Yep. He's on his way. He is on his way, dog. Oh, Daisy. I can't do it. And see, Daisy. Oh, see your comment not coming in. I'm having some technical difficulty. I hate this. It gets so glitchy, man. She say, boss, they say Allen, Burrow, and Herbert better than Dak. To be honest, a lot more people done took Burrow and Herbert out. They don't even say them no more. I'm hearing more people say Allen, but see, what they try to go to the top of the top. Oh, Candy, if you don't get your my girl Candy in the building, she say, hey boss, I came in right on time. Yeah, you did, because I'm talking about CeeDee Lamb, and I'm keeping it real. I'm trying to show you a comment too. Give me a second, Candy. It's acting kind of glitchy. Give me a second. I'm trying to get you in here. Come on now. She said, hey boss, I came in right on time. I said, yeah, we talking about CeeDee Lamb. Listen, and listen, and I'm asking a real question. Candy, is he becoming a true 88? And you gonna be surprised to hear me say it. I think he on his way. I do. Let me turn on the film some more. Let's talk about the film. All right, let's look at some more film. Oh, hold on real quick. Did Mickey say, remember when Carr was better than Dak last year? Yes. Oh my God. It gets so annoying. But see, but to be honest, Mickey, that's what we do. That's what we low-key doing with CeeDee Lamb. That's low-key. I'm telling you what I really think going on. We mixing up the. I'm trying to get y'all comments in here. It's tripping. Here it is. She said, remember when Carl was better than. Yeah, man. See, but this is what I really feel like is going on. I feel like the standards of 88 is being mixed with the standards of a number one. You see what I'm saying? To me, that's what's going on. See, 88 standards is way up here. Way up here. A number one standards is right here. But still, what your team need. You know what I'm saying? You need a guy, a go-to guy. All right. CeeDee Lamb is truly, especially the last 3 games, he is truly easily the go-to guy right now, dog. I'm just keeping it real. It's not even hard now. It's easily the go-to guy. I'm just keeping it real, y'all. If you want me to lie, probably want to get off this show. But if you want me to tell the truth, CeeDee Lamb is doing his thing, y'all. I'm sorry. I just got to keep it real with you. We looking. Like, just that is so freaking 88. Oh my God, dog. One-handed off your ear, and then you point to him, and then say, "My son." Oh my God, that's so 88. I don't know what it is. Hold on real quick, Coach Marv with the super chat. I'm gonna go back to this film, y'all. Though I'm gonna show y'all this stuff on the film. I ain't doing no hypotheticals. I ain't doing. Coach Marv say, "Boss, I've been around long enough." When they said the same thing about Aikman, Mike before Super Bowls, yeah. And see, this is what he's saying. He's saying basically they were saying Michael Irvin wasn't a number one, and they were saying Troy Aikman wasn't a true quarterback. Yeah, I was around then too, Coach, and I remember that. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, it was a time. I'm gonna be honest. It's a time the Cowboy community hated Aikman, and I'm gonna tell the truth. My favorite player in them early days was Novacek. Not even the playmaker. It was Novacek. Novacek was the most consistent weapon that we had for a while, and then the playmaker, even though he was a dog, he became a true 88 where he was like, "All right, Novacek, move over. This is our star." You know what I'm saying? It's just what it was. It's just what it became. Okay, I got a question. He said, "Do you honestly think Dak can win a Super Bowl B100?" Bro, I'm not God, bro. I'm just being all the way honest. You not either. This is the thing, though. A whole lot of quarterbacks with way less talent have won Super Bowls. So the easy answer is yes. So to just be pessimistic. So hold on. I don't get some of y'all. I really don't. I don't get some of y'all. Y'all literally will be having the evidence that your offense with Dak is number one in points, and you'll say, "I don't think we can do it with Dak." Well, goddamn, like what else Dak gotta do? Like for real, what else do Dak gotta do? If he's showing you that under him, our offense is number one in points, what else do Dak need to show you? Because I don't think with some of y'all, Dak can do enough. I'm sorry. I think Dak can get all the way to the Super Bowl, and y'all still gonna be saying the same thing, some of y'all. Because some of the stuff, it's not even about logic. It don't even make sense to say stuff like that. Do you really think he can? I mean, we saw like Trent Dilfer win one. Bro, we saw Foles win one. So to act like he just can't, it's just not in him. Like, where y'all get this pessimism from? And it's not even logical pessimism. It's illogical. It's not logical. And then, like, why do y'all as Cowboy fans get off on being just super negative on a good quarterback? Yeah. Like Mickey, thank you with the super chat. She said second year in a row, boss, number one scoring offense with Dak. Like, yeah, I just don't get it. Like, so I think I know what it is. A lot of us want to be right. That's what it is. And that's all it is with a lot of us. So some of us said CeeDee Lamb is not a number one and he never will be a number one. So you know what you do? You extra critical. Some of y'all said Dak will never win it. So you know what you do? You're extra critical. That's all it is. And that's why I always say never work for somebody who bet against you. I always say that. And this is why. Yeah, because most people go out their way to try to be right. Most people. Not some people, most people. So listen, if you ever want to make boss quit, let me work under you for any amount of time. And I heard anybody saying, I never really believed boss was going to be good. You know why? Because you go always trying to make your judgment look right. So you could be setting me up. You could be extra pity. You could be petty. You could be nitpicking. That's what people do when they bet against someone. That's what happens. That's why I say, bro, I don't never work with nobody that bet against me. So like say for instance, even in the content community, right? If I know you don't like me, bro, I'm not doing nothing with you. Nothing, because you go be a hater. That's how I go, because you bet against me. But if somebody said, man, Boss, his content good, bro. I like Boss. He got some, oh, I can rock with you. But if you publicly shit on me, bro, I can't rock with you. Because, see, now you going to be trying to make yourself look right in the public because you hated on me. It's a whole lot of people. It's a whole lot of people hate Boss. That saw the rise of Boss Cowboy Sports. They would never comment on anything that I say that was right, because a long time ago they said I was stupid. A long time ago, oh, you dumb, Boss don't know football. And so then they see the channel growing, and they see, they see my name all here and there, and now they get quiet. See, that's what we doing with CeeDee Lamb, and that's what we doing with Dak, dog. That's exactly what we do. Dak do good, your ass get quiet. You wait on, and this is. Let me just tell y'all. Some of y'all just. Some of this is just lame. It's no other way to say it. Some of this is just lame. It's lame. It's a lame excuse for a woman. It's a lame excuse for a man. It's super lame. So what y'all wait on? I'm gonna tell you what some of y'all wait on. Some of y'all wait on these athletes to be human. And that's why I really don't like some of y'all. It's a lot of y'all I don't like at all. I don't like you. I really don't like you. I don't like your spirit. I don't like nothing about you. Because, see, what kind of person waits on somebody to be human? To nitpick them? You're a fraud. Like, oh, you wait on a throw to be high. Them types. Ooh, Dak threw that. Oh, Dak always throwing high. Dak can never hit people in stride, because you waited on the one time for him to do it, knowing that he is eventually gonna be human and gonna be slightly off, and you wait for that moment to then start critiquing. Use a mark. Those type of Cowboy fans, whack. Can't stand them. I can't stand you. I really can't. I can't. I don't want you to follow my channel or nothing, because you gonna hate me too. Because guess what? I keep it real and I tell the truth on Dak. So our spirits ain't gonna fit. It ain't. Because, see, I'm over here telling the truth. You lying. Why is the truth go rock with a lie? Because guess what you go do? Once I start telling the truth, you ain't gonna like it, so you go turn me off anyway. So don't even sub. Don't even sub to the channel. Like, for real. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't talking about a disagreement. Some of y'all be straight hating, bro, on your own quarterback, and don't be making no sense. Some of y'all doing this to Zeke too. I'm gonna tell you why some people don't like Zeke. Some people don't like Zeke because they wanted Jalen Ramsey in the draft. Like, I swear to God, I talk to people all the time. They wait on Zeke to have a low moment, and then that's when they finally come back 5 years later, 6 years later, and say, we should have got Jalen Ramsey, and we should have moved down and got old boy who went to Tennessee. I forgot his name. Henry. We should have got Ramsey, and then we could have got Henry. Dog, it took 6 years for you to say that, dog. If it took you 6 years to say that, you wrong, bro. If it take you that long to bring up, we could remember, we could have got Ramsey. We could have got Jalen Ramsey. So anyway, I missed 2 super chats. My bad. Hold on. Yeah, I did. Okay, Dak will win one. Hold on, let me show this super chat real quick. He said Dak will win one, is capable as long as the whole team does their job. I can believe all the hate that Dak gets here. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, bro. I can't believe all the hate. It's like, damn. It's like, bro, that dude was blind today. And he was real life blind, bro. Like, real blind. He was blind. And he said, I think Romo would have won that game. I said, what? What? I said, what win? He said 2016 when he played Green Bay. When Romo played Green Bay, I say, bro, he never played Green Bay, dog. That was Philly. Oh, that's your opinion? I said, that's a fact. God, dog. Romo. Oh, man. God, dog. Dak scored at least 28 the last 4 games, and 2 of them we would say we didn't play well. Man, stop playing with. I know, bro. Man, stop playing with that, bro. Black. Listen, I mean, that's why some of y'all like my channel, because see, I'm the person that's gonna say it loud. I'm gonna have Dak back loud. Like a whole lot of people be quiet. They be timid to get Dak back. They be very timid. Hold on real quick. My boy F say hit him up. F, let me see what you talking about real quick. You must got something on your heart, bro. Did I get you going? I must have got you going. Let me give me a second, Amp. I'm gonna call you. Let me see. I'm calling you now. All right.
Bro,
All right, what you got, bro? I know you got one of them metaphors, man. What you got?
boy, I'm going to say right now, Father, forgive them for they know not what they do. This is what you call divine intervention, people. See, what y'all fail to realize is today, well, let me backtrack. I'm not only a fan of Boss Cowboy Sports, I'm not only a participant of Boss Cowboy Sports, but I'm also a student of Boss Cowboy Sports. And it just so happened today, in my time waiting for new content, I decided, bro, you got you some plutonium? Because we about to take a trip back in the space-time continuum, dog. July 14th, 2021, Boss Cowboy had an episode that he published. You know where I'm going with this? You had an article where you published the 7 biggest myths about Dak Prescott debunked.
Yeah, I remember that.
I watched that today.
Yeah, I went off.
And I took notes. So, Cat, listen up real quick. I'm going to run it down.
Notes.
And matter of fact, and guess what? You will share this on your page, bro, because people need to watch it again.
Okay.
Or they need to watch it for the first time if they haven't. Number 1, Dak inherited the perfect situation in 2016.
That was a myth. False.
Number 2, it was Zeke's team early on.
False.
Dak gets garbage yards.
False. Super.
Number 4, Dak is average.
False. Super.
Number
false.
5, Dak can't read a defense.
Oh, the worst
False.
one. I hate
Number
that one.
6, Dak can't throw the deep ball.
Oh, false.
Number 7, Dak was greedy. Looking at the quarterbacks who've been getting paid recently, I think it's a safe assumption to say that too was false.
Super.
Man, y'all better give this man his respect, bro. He done did his homework. So if you gonna come for him with some kind of opinionated pushback, you might want to think twice about it, because he's definitely done extensive research, and it was the first article he ever wrote and published was about yours truly, Dak Prescott.
True. My first article I ever wrote was on why Dak Prescott was gonna break the bank. Yep. A 2-part series. Yeah, my first article. Yeah.
It's just so, man, like I said, bro, I was thirsty for some content, man. I said, man, and it's crazy because it's not like I didn't look for that one.
Yeah.
It popped up in the suggested videos I should watch. And I was like, Okay, I got time. Popped it in my ear and kept it moving. And I was like, man, everybody says that. Everybody who's got something to say about Dak Prescott, they usually use one of them 7 lies to throw dirt on his name.
Yeah, it's
But
crazy.
we've seen over the course of the years that he's been with us since 2016, he's debunked every single one of them.
Yeah, and they
Put some
literally sit
respect
there
on our
quiet.
quarterback name, man.
They literally sit there quiet and they wait on him to be human. That's what I can't stand about him. They wait on what's going to happen to anybody. A bad game, a bad throw, a bad moment. And then they just pile on. But if you go turn on Allen right now, and most of our fan base, man, I ain't gonna say most, but too many of our fan base just be like embarrassing themselves over Allen. Embarrassing themselves. Bro, you'll watch him making all these red zone interceptions lately. All of these.
Yeah.
No, none of our fans say a word.
Nope.
They still see Herbert. He finna miss the playoffs likely.
Bruh.
They'll still say Herbert is just way better.
Last year they wasn't talking about it. But you know, it's only certain quarterbacks who get the scrutiny. But you'll measure them. Ain't nobody talking about Brady right now. You won't measure him against the GOAT, but when the GOAT takes a nosedive, you won't give the GOAT his fair share of discredit.
No, you don't. We only do that to our own quarterback.
That mess gets annoying, man. Like, everybody out here all googly-eyed about all these other QBs and all these other prospects. Y'all need to quit being big-eyed. Yeah, I said it. Quit being big-eyed.
Yeah,
you got food on your plate that you hadn't eaten and you want to get something else? Go sit down somewhere.
And then
you got on your plate.
This the worst part. They want what they can't have.
Facts.
You can't have Aaron Rodgers, so why you giving him neck? You over
Don't
here,
the good book say not to covet?
bro. You coveting what you can't have.
We just start a Facebook group, a special Facebook group for coveting Cowboy fans.
Yeah, bro. It's like, bro, I've never seen anything like this, bro. Just being honest, I've never seen. It was no way that we was gonna ever be like, Aikman is good, but who did you see Steve Young? Bro, even when they didn't have Super Bowls, we weren't saying that. I just don't know where these new fans and these new type, maybe social media, maybe they was always there, but social media brought them too close to me. And it's like, damn, I didn't even know people like y'all exist. Well, let me finish this presentation, bro. I'm almost finished with it.
What rock have you been under?
Bro, you know what? I've been hanging around real people. That's what it is. See, I don't hang around them fakes, bro. Well, like when you come to my community, I only meet these people on social media. If you go to the people I hang with, nothing, bro, my people, my barbershops, no people that I'm with are like this. Nobody. Like I don't hang with people that be covered in other quarterbacks and other receivers. Ooh, if we just had Hill. What? Bro, you got CeeDee Lamb. Shut up, bro. Like, who does that? CeeDee Lamb, he ain't no Hill, bro. Like, even if he not, he ours, dog. He's ours. Hey, but let me finish this though, bro. Because me and you, I know we'll start talking.
Bro.
All right, bro. All right, that was L, bro. L go come bring that funk. All right. Oh man, I just don't get these cats. It's all good though, man. Somebody got to say this. Somebody got to say what I'm saying. It's millions of people that hate Dak. It's not enough people and that's telling the truth on your guys when they doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? And this is the deal. I'm for accountability to Dak. I'm for accountability to CeeDee Lamb, but I'm not for us basically using our best athletes as altars to our egos. I'm not for that. I'm not, just because you bet against Dak, years later you still trying to be right. That's about your ego. Just because you bet against CeeDee Lamb and you said he was never gonna be a number one, now every time he make plays, he make great plays and you say that's okay. He made a one-handed catch. Anybody can do that. What you mean, bruh? Alright, anyway. Alright, let me getting back to the 88. And we answering this question with the film. Going back to the film. So if we turn back on the film, alright, we look at, let's go to, remember we said we was looking at these catches and was it 88? That's a jet sweep. That's not 88. That's not an 88 play. Let's look at this. Let's see if this is an 88 play. Nice route, clear separation. Pitch and catch, not 88. That is not, I'm just keeping it real. See that type of play, that's not an 88 play. That's just, that's just not. All right, so let me look. Good route, clear separation. Man, come open with ease. Even that is not 88. But is this play 88-ish? Let me see. Is this play 88-ish? Yes. That play was super 88-ish. Yeah, the one where he got cheated, that play. Yeah. That was an 88 play, y'all. Yeah. Let me pause it. This right here, bro, that's 88, bro. I missed the super chat. I'm so sorry, y'all. I be doing a lot. I be producing. I be arguing. Common Sense Lab, my bad. I missed his super chat. He said, let me show you super chat, big dog. He said, without Dak, we lost to the Giants because of penalties, and Green Bay would have beat us without OT. I don't understand that last part. Write that last part again, because I don't understand. I understand the first part. I don't understand the last part. But appreciate the super chat, big dog. I want to make sure I'm clear on what you're saying with that super chat. Thank you, Mickey, for pointing out the super chat. But real quick, that was an 88 play, y'all. This right here, that's 88, dog. Listen, y'all. Now, if you saying I need to see more of this, I have no problem. Boss ain't finna fight you on that. If you say you need to see more of that, cool. But I just want to be clear that we did see 88-ish Thursday. We've been seeing number one since Green Bay. We've been, and not even just number one, clear number one. Clear. Yeah. See, I'm gonna tell y'all what I feel like I'm seeing right now in CeeDee Lamb. I think he's getting to the level of Hopkins, where Hopkins was year 3. Because remember, when Hopkins was playing for the Texans, he was the number 2 behind Andre Johnson. He didn't really become that real number 1 until year 3. That's where CeeDee Lamb is. And ever since he been playing with Dak, ain't no questioning it to me. Maybe to you, but not to me if he's a number 1. Nah. Listen, he already on too big of a roll, y'all. He just need to stay there. See, right here, he just need to stay on the roll that he's on. Like, he already, yeah. AJ Brown got paid number 1 money. McLaurin got paid number 1 money. And you got CeeDee Lamb beating all of that production when most of his time, or half of his time, was with a noodle arm quarterback. So is he a number 1? Yes. Is he an 88? He might be. He looking like he on his way. He gonna have to continue what he did though. See, this can't stop. Yeah. And see, this is the thing that I liked about this game too. How he was selling the pass interference. I loved it. I loved it. Like he was selling it. He was fighting for it. He was like, give me the flag. Oh, I missed another super chat. God dog, boy. I swear. Thank you, Mickey. No, that's True Vibes. Thank you, True Vibes. And Mickey. Both of y'all caught that. Let me catch that super chat. Whew. Man, it'd be real. Trust me. Producing and keeping up with this ain't light. This ain't for the lighthearted. I'm looking for the super chat. I don't see it. So I see Common Sense Labs, but I already did that one. Hold on real quick. Let me see. I don't see it, y'all. I'm sorry. Oh, I see it. Blackwell. He said, look at those lasers Dak throwing. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Somebody say, boss, you sleep. What you mean I'm sleep, dog? I think I'm telling the truth, bro. I'm just keeping it real. Oh my God. Tyrone Church. My boy Tyrone Church. Tyrone Church, he my dog. He'll pull out a pen and pad on your. Tyrone Church will pull out a pen and pad, dog. This is dedication. My boy said, if CeeDee Lamb get 150 and 2 TDs next game, he will have 1,002 yards and 7 TDs. Bro, that's crazy. And see, and that you leading already into my content for tomorrow, because I was gonna talk about, because y'all know I be on Kelly Moore head. I'm right on everything I'm saying, but what if I told you that CeeDee Lamb right now got the same amount of targets as what Amari had the whole 2021? What if I told you that? So this is what they doing with CeeDee Lamb that what they wasn't doing with Amari, which is an upgrade. Okay, I'm gonna talk about this more tomorrow. But what actually they're doing with CeeDee Lamb that they wasn't doing with Amari is they made a conscious decision to target him.
Yoga fire. Yoga fire. Yoga flame.
And I'm gonna be honest, I wanted them to do exactly what they doing. I said in the offseason, the one thing that I wanted them to do was build his confidence. It's to keep feeding him the rock, to build his confidence, to make him get to that point to where he believe I am that guy. I am 88. I am that guy. And they've been feeding him. It was one thing, I'm gonna talk about this tomorrow. Or Wednesday. I might not be able to talk about tomorrow because, like I said, Law and I, we gonna be in the field. We gonna be working something where we gonna get content out of it. But this is very encouraging, and I also understand why a lot of us had our doubts in CeeDee. Let's just keep it real. We did see an immature drop. And when you got drops, and it's not that many, but they was just wide open, not contested drops, because everybody go drop a ball. But I'm talking about like wide open type drops. To the fan base, even though he had #1 production, it was hard for us to see him as a #1. Because when you got that 88 on your chest, that's unheard of. like the hearts of 88 was too evident historically. That's why, to me, a lot of our fans begin to kind of reject CeeDee Lamb as a 88 and as a number one. But this is the one thing we got to remember, all right? CeeDee Lamb is still developing, y'all. He is. And me and Candy said it. I swear to God, me and Candy said it. We said it after Green Bay. We said, I think we both said he needed that Green Bay game. That was the first game he got over 100 yards this year. And it was a confidence game because in his mind, he needed to go off on the best. And remember, Alexander is the top paid corner in the league right now. Alexander for Green Bay, the top paid corner. And he lit him up. And he needed that. And some of this is mental, y'all. It's confidence, it's mental. It is. I talked to Swain one time, playing for the Dallas Cowboys. I talked to Swain. And I told him straight up to his face. I said, Swain, I said, you literally messed up Dak's first preseason game. He said, what you mean? I said, Dak would have had a perfect passing rating in his first preseason game if it wasn't for your 2 drops. The only incompletions was you. And I said it to his face. And I said, what happened? Because you went from that to balling. I said, what happened? Like, how did you go from dropping bootleg, easy dump offs to turning up and you was catching everything when you left Dallas? And you know what Swain told me? He said, boss, it was in my head. I said, explain that. He said, man, he said, I'm gonna be honest with you. When you first hit the league, sometimes, you know, and this will really trip me out. He came so real with me. He said, bro, when you playing with the Cowboys, you constantly hearing, be like Witten, be like Witten, be like, appreciate the super chat, Devotee. Be like Whipping, be like Witten, be like Witten. He say, man, it get to you. It get in your head, you know? He said, but when you in the game and you make that catch and you feel that crowd, he said, all of a sudden it becomes normal and you start feeling like when you was a kid playing sandlot football. He said, once you get there in your head, you gonna make plays. I ain't never forget that. He said, yeah. He said once it normalized and once you get in your head, I belong here. He said, you turn up. Honestly, that's what's going on with CeeDee Lamb. And it started from the Green Bay game. The Green Bay game was the game that CeeDee Lamb said, I am a number one. Not what the media is saying, not what the owners or coaches were saying. He needed to say it to himself. He needed to go against Alexander and dog him. And when you dog and you get up and you say, that's the top paid dude and I just let him have it. So what does that say about me? See, once it's in his head, we good. We good. And I honestly think from watching him now, the last 3 games, I swear, I think now CeeDee Lamb has finally got to that place to where in his own head, he's saying, I am that dude. I'm that dude. Now, do I want him to attack the ball better? Yep. Would I rather him catch it with 2 hands? Yep. But did I see somebody playing with heart versus Detroit? Yep. I mean, all the way. Did I see somebody out there being a dog? Yep. Bro, he pointed to that dude and gave him the sun, bro. Dog, that is some big yapping, dog. Ooh. Bro, he basically pointed in the dude and said, "You my son." Bro, that is so dog. And this is the crazy part. I was playing this earlier. We needed this as fans because not only was, and being honest, not only was a lot of fans starting to doubt him after Omari, front office was doubting him. Remember, this came out of nowhere. Listen.
I'll up it, maybe some sort of a rotation thing. But I know that was one of the things they had discussed in free agency with a few players, was the idea that Lamb was going to be playing a lot more outside, but that they were also committed to kind of bringing back some of the, pre-snap motion.
My boy say, please read that super chat. All right, my boy Am say, CeeDee sack is dropping before our eyes. Yeah, bro. Yeah, it is. Bro, that's how I see it. I see he letting his nuts hang. I do see it, bro. Bro, let me keep playing this because this is important. Because this goes into something that's really important. Watch this.
And stuff, and not just pre-snap motion, but at the snap motion, and getting some of that stuff on there, and some of the fake jet sweeps and things like that. So those are some of the things that I think will look different. It'll obviously look different with Tyler Smith being in there at left guard. And I think the hope is that with a guy like Smith and getting back to getting more power on the interior, that in turn is going to help the run game and make the run game better. And just, continue to help out Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard, who obviously had a lot of struggles trying to get things going on the ground in the second half of last year. But a commitment to, I think some different looks in terms of personnel and the type of groupings that they put out there is going to be something that we may notice. And then I think something they're going to really try to do is not necessarily, I know Brian doesn't like this term, but not necessarily change the identity completely, but establish a little bit more toughness on offense and a little bit more bully ball.
And see, remember, I was showing y'all that all season, remember they was saying that they wanted a tougher identity and they wanted a run identity. All right, so this is in the off season, early in the off season. But watch this.
Hey, Bobby, is this kind of one of those make or break years for CeeDee Lamb, you think?
Brian Brothers off the top ropes. Top rope question.
When you start to talk about contracts and stuff?
I do, yeah, because, when you're talking about the fifth-year option, look, I think that I believe their thought process there inside the building right now when it comes to CeeDee Lamb, when they're looking at him and evaluating him, they believe he's going to be able to take the next step and that he'll be able to step in and be the true number one. But I think if you were to ask people like an honest moment away from, the cameras and off the record and just said, is CeeDee Lamb's ceiling now, or his potential, is it as high as you believed it was the day you drafted him? I think unanimously they would tell you no.
This came out of nowhere this past offseason.
That they just don't quite think he's the guy that they picked. I think they still think very highly of him and think that he can be a number one in this league, but I think they have been a little disappointed with what they've seen, and that he doesn't have that alpha energy, it feels like, to just go out there and take over a game. We've just seen it.
And see, I always hate that part. I always hate that he doesn't have that alpha energy. Oh, I hate that part. Because I'm certain they don't even know what alpha energy is. I swear they don't. They don't know. See, because when they get alpha energy, they don't want it. See, yeah. When you get alpha energy, you don't want it. See, yeah. When you got the playmaker on the sideline, you got Dez on the side. Yeah. Does he have that alpha energy, man? No, please stop. Please stop. Because when you get alpha energy, you don't want it. But then they had the nerve to question if CeeDee Lamb got alpha energy.
Very infrequently at this point. And even though I know that was a complaint a lot of people had about Amari Cooper, was that he would disappear, come and go, things like that. There were several moments where he just took over games, and I don't think we've seen that from CeeDee yet, and I think that's what they're waiting on. So it's going to be a big year to see that type of production out of him and that type of ability out of him. And if they don't get it, then, I don't know that the fifth-year option is necessarily going to be in question, but I think his long-term security here might, and they might say, well, look, let's just, repopulate with the draft, go ahead, exercise that fifth-year option, keep him around, but, this isn't the guy that we thought he was. So, yeah, I think it's definitely a big year for him and a big year for everybody on offense.
Ooh, boy, that came out the blue. That came out of nowhere this offseason. Y'all was that's what I did this show right here. This show. Does the Dallas Cowboys have Dallas or CeeDee Lamb? Oh my. Boy, that's a good show. Y'all need to go check it out. But man, Mickey, I see your super chat. It's a good one too. Ooh, let me see, and this is real. See, Mickey coming off the top ropes. Let me get a comment in here. All right, here we go. Mickey, I gotta get it right. Let me get it right. Ah, dog it. I'm trying to get a comment in here, man. This thing is so glitchy today. I swear to God, it's pissing me off. Let me try one more time. I'm gonna get your comment in here. Oh, my swear. It's one more, y'all. One more. I swear, man. Listen, I want this comment in here so bad. I'm gonna make a whole nother one. I'm sorry, y'all. See, some things I gotta get right. I'm sorry, I can't rush it. I know. Y'all like, boss, get your stuff together. Your stuff is acting glitchy. I know. I'm sorry. Be patient. Why don't you give me some super chats and that'll help me do better. I promise you they would too. It would. Let me cause I'm gonna get Mickey comment up in here. Damn it. I'm gonna get it. All right, here we go. Let me get Mickey. This should work now. Boom. All right. Did it work? Still didn't work. I hate you. Here we go. One more time. I'm gonna go with it like this. All right. Because this comment was so far, I was trying to make it big. She said, this starting to make me think that all of our negative narratives start from within the organization. Mickey, the Bleacher Report did a study 6 years ago. Me and West Coast talked about this. That 90% of leaks come from front offices. Not just Dallas, but all these organizations. When you start getting leaks. So like for instance, when they wanted to fire Mike McCarthy, that's when you start hearing stuff from Green Bay about massages, lazy, stupid. See, that stuff still following him. But see, that was leaks from Green Bay when they wanted to get rid of him. So whenever they want to get rid of you, they don't just do it because they always concerned about the public opinion and return on investment. So they first want to try to get the public on their side before they X you. So notice what they did to Amari. When they wanted to get rid of Amari, what all of a sudden? Breaking news. I got some evidence that Amari Cooper was loafing on some plays and the front office didn't like it. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? To look at the San Fran game, and then we're concerned about his durability. Yeah, but it leaks. And then what happens when they echo and they say it, you get these diehard Cowboy fans, we start caping for front office. Because we want to be, we don't want to look at the sins of our organization. A lot of us want to hope at all costs. We want to hope. That's all we want. We want the rush of hope. We want I think somebody called it opioid. Opioid. I think it was Kevin Gray. Boy, that was genius. Opioid. Addicted. to hope. So when they start leaking out, Amari was lazy, you'll find yourself debating one of your own fans. Amari, he needed to go. He wasn't no good anyway because he was lazy. He didn't love football. He disappeared in big games. See, all these leaks, these old front office leaks that we start repeating because we don't know how to think. Now, West Coast was on the sideline, showed me a video of blood coming out of Mari's ankle. Blood coming out of his ankle. Where he took a shot where he was in pain and he went and still scored 2 touchdowns in that same game with blood coming from his ankle. But let one of these old cornball Cowboy fans tell you, he don't love football. He don't have heart. He not a dog. So he getting big old horse needles in his ankle, this big, to play for your team, but he don't love the game. He not passionate about the game. Now he willing to play through all that pain. And that year when West Coast got that video, he didn't even have a contract for Dallas. He didn't hold out. See, Tank, he used his shoulder for leverage. Zeke, he held out, didn't he? Yeah. Oh, even Zach Martin held out, didn't he? But see, the good guys who never held out, they got thrown under the bus the worst. And I'm still talking about Mickey's comment on leaks. But this is so true what she said. Ooh, so true. Yeah. So true. So true. I ain't gonna never forget. Dak was playing on a tag. Now, most people don't know how hard that is. Most people have no idea. But see, Amp was talking about the first article I wrote. The very first article I wrote was why Dak was gonna break the bank. And around that time, I was saying Dak should sign for about $28 million on a 6-year contract because that's historically what Dallas have done to all their big contracts. They give them longer contracts. It gives them the flexibility to be able to move cap space around, all that kind of stuff. Restructure, all the stuff that they do well, right? And in that article, I pointed to the fact that Russell Wilson was trying to get paid. Hear me out. Russell Wilson was trying to get paid. Guess who called to check on him? Y'all go trip out. Aaron Rodgers. And you know what Aaron told him? He gave him encouragement. He said, bro, I know what you're going through. When you trying to get paid, it's like every day is standing still and moving in slow motion. It's hard to think. It's hard to concentrate. It's hard to focus because you know you playing for a lottery ticket. Aaron Rodgers said that to Russell Wilson. Now just imagine that Dak had to play under that much pressure for a whole season. Not the offseason. He was basically saying, I know your offseason hard because you waiting to get paid. And our front office took Dak. They took Dak through that. And the whole time, Mickey, they was leaking the lies. They was the ones saying, Dak turned down $32 million. Dak turned down $33 million. Dak turned down $35 million. See, but they wasn't also talking about the fact that they was offering him less in total guarantee than Wentz and Goff. Now, if you Dak and you was drafted with these two guys who was the number 1 and number 2 pick and you outperformed them for 4 years, you taking less? You taking less? See, I know what Mickey does. Mickey is a postal worker. So, Mickey, it is no way that you would take a job knowing that you deliver more mail than your counterparts for less money. If they put you in a territory like, well, you getting ready to deliver all this mail, and we know you can do it and been doing it, you are not taking less than your counterparts. No. And I used to always tell people that it doesn't matter if you are a janitor. Everybody want to be treated fair. Everybody want to be treated right. Nobody want to be told. Nobody want to be told, we not gonna treat you like they was treated over there. You gonna take a team-friendly deal. That's what Dallas tried to do to Dak. And the whole time, it was slander. And it was coming from them. It was coming from them. Yeah, so when it came out, see, the original 40 million, it was exaggerated. It was a lie. The original rumor of 40 million was a lie. Because what happened is, it was in the first times when they start first negotiating this contract. What happened was, this is the true story, and it came out through James Slater. This is what happened. The Cowboys came with an insulting, dumb offer. They came at Dak with 25 million. And at that time, the average for a franchise quarterback was around 28. So his agent was like, y'all gonna come at us with this? Okay, we want 40. So it wasn't a real we want 40. It was like, F y'all, man. You gonna come at us with 25 and I see Goff and Wentz getting more? Man, F you. Okay, we want 40. He was basically saying, okay, can we stop playing now? That's what he was saying. But what did Dallas do? They leaked it out like Dak and them really wanted that 40. And at that time, it wasn't true. But guess what? Dallas allowed so many quarterbacks to get ahead of Dak that it eventually became 40. And they had to pay him 40. It's just crazy. So yes, to answer to this super chat, when you look at the negative narratives, because that's what this was about. Bobby Belt was leaking the narrative that CeeDee Lamb is not a number one and has beta energy. Bruh, I've been going against receivers my whole life. I'm gonna tell you, CeeDee Lamb is not a beta, dog. I'm telling you, bro, when he pointed his finger in that dude's face and then made that gesture like, you're my son, that is super alpha energy. That is not just alpha energy, that is super alpha energy. Bro, when he did this play right here, and he's done, and he was woofing at them boys all game, pointed at him and said, you're my son. Dude, that's alpha, bro. I'm telling you, that's alpha. I'm telling you. Yeah, that is alpha energy. I'm not sure if he's an alpha. That's what Bobby Bell said that they were saying. I'm not sure. No, this is alpha right here. When you point at the ref, point at him and say, you're my son. Bro, that's alpha, bro. Trust me. I've been going against them boys. I know alpha receivers when I see them. That's an alpha, dog. I'm telling you. Yeah. Yeah. And he been woofing. Now, is he a Dez type alpha? No. Is he a T.O. type alpha? No. It's levels to it, y'all. Don't see, cause I already know how some of y'all, he ain't no alpha. Cause see, this the only thing that some of y'all think is alpha is this. This is the only thing some of y'all think is alpha. Getting in people's face, all animated. Yeah, that's to some of y'all, that's alpha. This is not the only way to be an alpha, y'all. I'm just being honest. It's not the only way. We got us another super chat. Appreciate it, Mickey. You showing a lot of love tonight. I really appreciate you. She said the same guy who claimed Mike McCarthy didn't know the offense. That's Brian Broaddus. That was Brian Broaddus that was talking about that. Yeah, and that never made sense to me either. Like, yeah. Yeah, and Williams said that's an emotional alpha. Right. Yeah, you got different levels. Oh, Bobby Bell said that too? See. And see, to your point, this is what a lot of people don't know, Mickey. It was a time that they was trying to position to fire Mike McCarthy. Nobody even really know about that. It was even earlier this season. This season. Yeah. So going back. Now y'all know who my star player is. You know. It was CeeDee Lamb for this game. Which is funny because it matched Coach Marv. Coach Marv said, and my superstar player was CeeDee Lamb. He didn't even know. He didn't even know that was my superstar player as well. So it's funny that me and Coach Marv saw this exactly the same way and we never talked about it. Like, CeeDee Lamb was my star of this game as well. So, going back to the question, is CeeDee Lamb becoming a true 88 for the Dallas Cowboys? I would say this. I need to see more of what I saw with the Giants. Just to be honest, I need to see more of it. My boy Montana say, man, CeeDee soft. You got to give me more details than that, Montana. I don't know what else you want, big dog. I'm just being honest with you. Like, what else can he do, bro? Like, just explain soft. I just need to understand what you mean by soft. You might actually. Now, if you're talking about his mannerisms, yeah, I can see where you're saying he's soft. You know. Because see, like some of these new athletes, just keeping it real, in my day, they would have all been called soft. Yeah, all of them. LeBron, like we would have really hated him. Like we didn't tolerate them types. Like I remember, I ain't gonna never forget when Jalen was playing. We was playing the Ravens, and Jalen helped up Lamar and patted him on the butt and was laughing with him. We didn't do that. Like and Deion and them didn't do that. Go watch Deion when they was going at Michael Irvin. Man, listen, bro, they didn't even talk to each other. It was no hipping each other up. It was no exchanging jerseys at the end of games. So if you're talking about that type of soft, yeah, these modern athletes are not like them former athletes. And just keeping it real. But then let me also be, my boy Big Santana say, especially LeBron. Bro, LeBron, he just, not where we from, Big Santana. Nah, LeBron types, as cold as he was, we still wouldn't have rocked with LeBron. Nah, it's all that flopping, crying, all of that. It's cold as, nah, coming out when you lost with a cast, with a soft cast, see all that stuff. But that's these new athletes. So if you saying soft like that, I see where you come from. And it's the modern era of athletes. They are soft. Like, well, let me say it like this. I want to be careful because we might have been, honestly, can I keep it real? We might have been just too gangster too, bro. Can I keep it real? Like, some of us was just too gangster, bro. Like our era was, like, I ain't gonna never forget when Magic Johnson was playing Detroit in the finals. And Isaiah tried to drive to the paint. And my boy Magic Johnson elbowed him in his face. Boom! Gave him an elbow to his face. And the reporters, they was like, bro, I thought you and Isaiah was friends. In the off season, y'all was kicking it. Y'all was, partying together. You elbowed him in the face. You know what Magic said? Which is just my era. This is my era of ball. He said, it's the finals. Ooh, that boy said, it's the finals. Like, what kind of question is that? Like, of course I elbowed him in the face. Like, you think I'm finna be friends with him? And I'm trying to win a championship? I'm treating him like I would treat a stranger. And they was friends. Why do you think Isaiah cried when they was grown men and they finally talked it out? Why do you think Isaiah and Jordan still hate each other? So some of us, like Montana, we did grow up in a very much mean, athletic, like people was real mean. And we all grew up like that. Bro, let me tell you something. This is a true story. If I helped up somebody, if I helped them up, do you know my friends would box me in my high school? True story. If I helped up somebody being a good sport, my friends would slap my hand. Boss, what you doing? What you helping him up for, man? The fuck? What you doing? Like, I swear to God, bro. That's my era, though. These dudes, so if you saying CeeDee Lamb of that crop, he is. He's of the jersey swap crowd. Like Prom said that. Prom said, bro, we exchanging jerseys? Never. Go watch Prime Time when he going against Jerry Rice. He tried to shake Jerry's hand on some like gentleman, all right, let's get at it type thing. Man, Jerry Rice ignored that dude. Like, but if you don't get out my face trying to dap me up, what you think this is, bro? I'm here to kill you. Yeah. So I need to know what you mean by that soft though, Montana. I need to know. Right. Yeah, D Shift, I think you hit it with the most balance. It's about the relativity. And I agree with that. Because sometimes I ask myself now, was we too hard? You know what I'm saying? Was we unnecessarily hard? Right. And Jeff said it. Jeff, you said it. Right. Perfect. He said different times. That's all. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I try to be careful. Because at first I was like, Jalen, because I was talking to the TV. Jalen, you soft. You over there being friendly. You friendly. And then I caught myself. I said, wait a minute. Jalen ain't raised like me. You know what I'm saying? Because it is people that will help you up and bust you right in your mouth too. In this new era. You know what I mean? They'll help you up over and over and keep laying you out at the same time. Yeah. Mickey, perfect. See, Mickey, you said it best. Because that's the era. Brady is of my era. That's a fact. She said, yep, you see how Brady reacts when he loses? He hates to shake hands. Yeah, that's the era. He's of an era to where we're not friendly. There's no friends. I'm not finna be friendly. I'm not finna be all cute. I'm here to dog you and go home. It's me and my boys versus you and y'all, and I hate everything about y'all, including your mama. You know, so if y'all looking for that, I'm gonna be honest. I think all these days are over. Just to be honest, I just don't think these athletes built like this no more. You know what I'm saying? It's a few, but you ain't gonna find like you used to. Just to be honest. Oh, see, yeah. I knew that's what you was talking about, Montana. I knew that's what you was talking about. See, I did, yeah, that's exactly what. See, yeah, he said, I don't care about numbers. I don't care how good dude is. It's his demeanor. See, I knew it. I knew that's what you was talking about. Demeanor. I knew it. Yeah, and I think Montana, just keeping it real. We just of a different era, bro. Just keeping it real. We of an era to where we see that demeanor. It's like, bro. But see, me, I started like 3 years ago, just keeping it real with you, Montana. Like, boss, is it them or is it you? I start kind of asking myself that question to give them a little bit of room. You know what I mean? Because they different than us. I'm just keeping it real. They just different. You know what I'm saying? Like that demeanor. Like I hated when Jalen was being friendly. Cause see, in my mind, and I'm gonna tell you something, Jalen's still friendly to a degree. Because when Dak tried to block him, the only reason he didn't lay Dak out because he was friendly. But back in the day, if Dak would have tried to block me and he was my old teammate, I would have tried to break his ribs. I would have. Yeah. Even as my old teammate, it would have been like, bro, you the quarterback. I supposed to try to lay you out. I supposed to try to hurt you, bro. Like, that's real. Like, I know the value of your position, dog. So if I can hurt you, it makes us likely to win. So if you try to block me, your mistake. I'm finna dunk you on your shoulder on purpose. Yeah. But Jalen, he just let Dak run into him. And, bro, I would have laid Dak out. Like, you trying to block me? You giving me a free lick as the quarterback. Bro, you will never do it again. But, you know, this the new era. You know, I'm like Magic Johnson. I'm elbowing my best friend right in his face. Right in his face. For the finals, bro, I'm not your friend right now, bro. And you made a mistake thinking we was friends. We ain't friends right now. Matter of fact, dog, get out my face, bro. Hold on. My boy Keystone, he said that was gone the minute it was no longer about the fullback. Ooh, Keystone. See see what you just said right there?
Yoga fire.
Big Santana, hold on real quick. See, this is real. We have all of us having a real moment right now. This is real, man. But ooh, say this is real. I be trying to drive it out. My boy's too big. Big Santana said it, boy. Big Santana, you said it. He said, "I know it's us, boss. I see it every day in my boys, but I still hate it, bro." Ooh, Big Santana. Ooh, I feel you. Ooh. And see, Big Santana, they have no idea that they friendly. That's the sad part. They have no idea that, like, I watch my sons. And see, my sons was literal fighters. Like fighters, you know what I'm saying? They was ranked #1 in the state in Taekwondo. And I used to watch them, and they used to be chit-chatting and being cool and playing with dudes. They getting ready to spar. And I used to be like, oh, my sons, they too friendly. They don't know how to get into that mode if I'm finna, you know what I mean? Like, they don't know how to get into that bully mode. Big Santana, I feel you. I used to look at my sons the same way, like, bro, you getting ready to fight that dude. Why you over here laughing and chit-chatting? Y'all over here playing video games together. And you finna lace up your gloves in a minute. Bruh, they just different. Yeah. Ooh, Brian Smith said, I get chills every time I see a team line up in power. See, and I know what you mean. Say, y'all get me off script. See, we talking about mentalities now. But I feel you, man. Now I feel you, Montana. Because I knew I needed to figure where you was coming from. I get where you coming from now, based on likely the time in which you played ball. You know what I'm saying? So, going back to this, you know, is CeeDee becoming a true 88 for the Dallas Cowboys? He got to continue to make those determined catches, and yes. And I'm going to say this. When they did draft CeeDee Lamb, he did show signs of the 88 at Oklahoma. He did. That's why Bobby Belt talked about, is he living up to the ceiling that y'all thought he had? Because remember, he used to go make those impossible catches. He used to make those at Oklahoma, those catches that was based on desire. 88 catches, hard catches. Because like I said before, no 88 is really truly based on skill. None of the historic 88s are about route runners or speed or none of that. Yeah, they forced it. Yeah, they forced that 88 on them. They did. I wish they would have gave him 10, to be honest. I wish they would have gave him 10. Because to me, he playing right now like Hopkins. You know what I mean? But that 88, that's a big number. But listen, man, I don't feel sorry for you. You put it on your back. So just do your best to live up to it. But we got to know what the standard is. The standard is when that ball come your way, you coming down with it. And you doing everything in your power to attack it. See, that's what make you a real 88. Dez did everything in his power to attack it. Michael Irvin did everything in his power to attack the football. Everything. There was nobody better at cheating than Playmaker. He was the best cheater ever. It was nobody that used their hands better and boxed you out better. Once again, let me show this crazy stat before we get out of here. In 1992, with 4 games left, he had 67 receptions and 64 of that 67 was for first downs. Bro, that's crazy. That's crazy, dog. That is, people have no idea how cold that it is. Bro, do you know how cold you gotta be to where you get 64 first downs? 64 first downs and you had 4 games left. You literally started the term Mr. Drew Pearson Hail Mary. That's how determined you was gonna get that ball. That's the spirit of the 88. And that's the standard that CeeDee Lamb started to show versus the Giants. The thing that we gotta see more of, if he go truly wear that 88 with the true meaning of 88, we gotta see what we saw Thursday. Not those catches to where he won and he beat those guys and got open. These. We need to see those. You know what I mean? And I think we go see more of those. Because I'm going to tell y'all, I'm already convinced that he a number 1. Ain't none of y'all going to talk me out of that. I'm sorry. If you don't think he a number 1, I need to know what your standard of a number 1 is. That's exactly what I need to know. So I'm convinced he's a number 1. The next thing is, are you a 88 number 1? Because right now, and I'm going to tell y'all something, he right now already trending to be a Hopkins number 1, and all of us will take that. Yeah, Montana, it's the 80s in you, bro. It is. You came up in a very gangster era, dog. Just keeping it real, bro. I know your era. The 80s was the most gangster era. I'm going to say it like this. Some people ain't going to understand this, but you going to understand this, Montana. You grew up in the crack era, dog. Bro, that was a tough era, bro. Countrywide. You grew up in an era where boys used to... This is what we grew up to. Just keeping it real. We grew up to people getting jacked for shoes, bomber coats, and rims. Yeah, that's the era, bro. That's why, honestly, we are. Just to be honest, that's why I can go walk up in any hood and I know how to conduct myself. I can go in any hood and I know how to conduct myself. And people go sense this dude know it. He know what it is. I ain't gonna go in no hood and they not gonna sense no scare. No, they ain't gonna sense none of that weakness in me. It's because I'm where I'm from, bro. It's like I know how to conduct myself. You know what I'm saying? And my boy said, on God. Yeah, bro, you grew up, bro. The 80s was worse than my era. I grew up in the 90s, bro. You grew up in the 80s, bro. Listen, the 80s was wild, bro. Just the fact that you said you grew up in the 80s, you don't got to tell me nothing else, Montana. I know everything. I know everything. I know why you the way you are now. I fully get it. Yeah, the 80s was, man, real gangsters. See that the movie New Jack City, that was based on the 80s. And how gangster Nino was, that was common. Just that murder mentality. Oh, Brian said he graduated in 1990. Yeah, Brian, I know you know. Just keeping it real. So anyway, going back to what I was saying, man. Just going back to what I was saying. We are in a good place though with Mr. CeeDee Lamb. We are, because him developing his confidence that Dano say, I'm 70s. Yeah, if you in the 70s, you kind of love music. You pop, you Michael Jackson. Don't mean that you don't know what's up, but it wasn't as bad in the 70s. 70s was okay. It was more love in the 70s. The 80s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, man. That crack era, I couldn't go to the mall, bro. I remember gunpoint, man. Listen, bro, you couldn't go to the malls. You couldn't even just go shopping. You can go to Big T, you can go to Oak Cliff, you can go to Redbird. You couldn't even go, bro. And if you went, you needed to be very deep with your friends. And all your friends needed to be ready for some type of action, because it could pop off at any moment. Yeah, it was, and that was normal. Yeah, people, like, we all say this. I bet you Big Montana say this. We all say this. We look at our kids and I be like, ooh, I'm so glad that y'all squares. I'm so glad that y'all squares. I'm so glad that y'all don't got a cool bone in your body. I'm so glad. You know what I'm saying? I'm just so glad I don't see none of me in you. To my sons, I'd be like, bro, ooh, I'm so glad that y'all squares. Woo! I'm glad y'all don't know what's up. Woo! So anyway, but going back to CeeDee Lamb, man, y'all keep taking me back to them old fun days, them crazy days. But this is gonna open us up, man. The confidence that we see in the CeeDee Lamb, and I already think that he's already getting ready to be Hopkins-ish, you know, when in his prime. I think we getting ready to see, at worst, a Hopkins type of number one. And a Hopkins type of number one is not an 88, all right? But that's a good number one, you know? And so let's just all enjoy this ride. For the first time, and I really mean this, for the first time, bro, when I was watching the Giants play, I did not miss Amari. For the first time I was watching, I was like, bro, if these boys keep playing like this, Gallup and CeeDee Lamb, bro, we don't need Amari. Just keeping it real. And Odell Beckham, like both of them. And this is the last thing I'm going to say before we get out of here. I want us to keep talking about Odell Beckham. If talking about Odell Beckham go bring out that jealousy in my current receivers to make them ball out, like shut up, keep talking. I want us to keep talking about getting. I'm gonna change it up. I'm gonna start saying we need to get Odell Beckham. If that's what make our receivers go out there and act jealous, what my boy Am say, he found a phone number in your girl pocket. Yeah. If that's what go do it, well, shit. Well, let's keep that talk up. Cause I swear, the way that I see it with these boys, they both came out with a whole different swag and a whole different determination. I swear to God, if you didn't see it, I don't know what you was looking at. I'm talking about Gallup was catching everything. Dak was throwing high that day to Gallup, bro. I'm just keeping it real, bro. Gallup was throwing this thing to Jesus. Look at this throw. He had to go get that. He had to jump and go get that. Dak was throwing high that game to Gallup. And Gallup was like, I don't care where you throw it. I'm going to go get it. Just throw it around me and I'm going to go get it. I don't care if somebody's wrapped around me. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. That boy CeeDee Lamb came out like, say, bro, listen, I keep hearing this talk about Odell Beckham. I'm finna show y'all something. I'm tired of hearing this. I'm finna show y'all that I'm enough. I'm gonna show y'all that I'm all that y'all need. That's how he played. So I really wanted to do this content because, see, we get into the latter part of the season and we needed both of these receivers to take another step in which they taking. We've been waiting on this step and we starting to see it. The next thing we're gonna want to see is consistency with this level. Cause I'm glad that they played at a high level, but now we want y'all to finish and show that this is game in, game out, that y'all go get this business. You couldn't have this level of consistency unless it was determination that you go get this business. 64 first downs out of 67 receptions. The playmaker was the only guy that I've ever seen have Deion Sanders throwing bleachers. Go look at that Atlanta game from 1992. You're going to be so proud of playmaker. Because playmaker whooped the dog snot out of Prime. And it wasn't with speed. It was with just good fundamental route running. And it was just with determination. That's what it was. And then one asked Boss, how do you think CeeDee and Dak going to act in the playoffs? I'm glad you asked this question because this opens me up to talk about one more thing that I wanted to talk about that I never talked about. This question right here, let me try to show it. Show it. Ah, damn, this stuff's so glitchy today, it's pissing me off. It's getting on my nerves. But that question, how do you think CeeDee and Dak going to act in the playoffs? To be honest, I think they go light it up. I think Dak and CeeDee go light it up. And what I didn't talk about, that I forgot to talk about, that I'm glad you said, to give me a chance to talk about it now before I get out of here. That Minnesota game was way more important than what most people think. I talked about this with Coach Marv. Me and Coach Marv talked about this over the phone. But the Minnesota game was super important because it was like the Green Bay game for CeeDee Lamb. The Minnesota game was the hump game. It was that game that you look back and say, we can whoop big teams. That's why Mike McCarthy said freeze frame it. He said freeze frame this game. Because, see, they go have to go back to that moment. Same thing Emp said. Emp said that too. Emp said put this game in the capsule. The Minnesota game. Because, see, you know the mainstream media, they just kind of act like that wasn't no big deal that we just dog walked them. We dog walked the 8-1 team, y'all. That game was a confidence game. That game is the game we go look back on when we're in a hard game like San Fran. That's why we needed that game. That game was the hump game. So, because, see, it was a monkey that was starting to jump on our back. It was a big game monkey. It was a big game. Like, when y'all run up on Kansas City, they walked you. Last year when y'all walked up on Arizona Cardinals, when they was hot, they walked you. Then you walked up on San Fran, they walked you. It was a monkey starting to jump on our back like y'all are whack on big games. Minnesota changed it. And it changed the spirit, in my opinion, of this team. And see, because me and Candy called it on CeeDee Lamb. We said he needed that Green Bay game. He needed to know how it feel to beat the top paid corner. He needed it. games like that, he needed to say, okay, yeah, I'm a number one. As a team, we needed to say, big games, we can whoop people in their house. We that good. That's what Minnesota was. So, and that's why, bro, I'm looking at the swag. It's not even just the swag. I'm looking at how CeeDee playing. CeeDee playing different. This ain't no timid, bro. CeeDee was out there. CeeDee was going crazy out there, bro. CeeDee out there with, man, CeeDee was fighting hard, man. He pointed right at that dude, man. Stop holding me. He out there, as he running his routes, he pushing him off like, bro, stop holding me. He fighting to get open. He was different this game, bro. I'm being honest, dog. I see, to me, it looked like these are my eyes, and I think I got damn good eyes. If you've been watching Boss Cowboy Sports for a while, that's one thing you will not doubt is my eyes. I have good eyes. Bro, CeeDee Lamb, he looked different, bro. And it's not the skill. It looked like he hit another gear in his heart, bro. That's just what I see. I saw him out there like with a confidence, like, bro, I'm the man. Yeah, I saw the I'm the man in him. And when you really know you the man and you backing it up, you don't go back to being weak. You just don't. That's why it's good if you get a girl that was fat, that lost weight, versus a woman that was sexy, that turned fat. I'm serious. I'm serious. Listen to me. You want a woman that was big, that lost weight, more than you want a woman that was skinny, that got fat. Why? Because in that woman's mind, she go always have the confidence of when she was skinny, even when she fat. Same thing. Listen, y'all. Listen. I'm the same way. I got the confidence that of a college athlete. I'm fat as hell. But say, listen, you can't tell me nothing. I still demand the best. I still demand the best because that's all I've ever had, dog. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm an ex-jock. I can't go back. You understand? So in my mind, listen, I'm gonna be walking with a cane. I still gonna think I'm young and fly. It's just because that's how that's always been. So even when reality ain't caught up, and it's like, no, boss, you done lost. You low key, Al Bundy. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell me though. You can't tell me. So anyway, CeeDee Lamb ain't going back, y'all. He ain't going back. Make sure y'all hit that like, man, on the way out. I forgot to tell y'all to hit that like, man. Hit that like.
Cowboy Sports. Where your voice
CeeDee Lamb, that
matters.
dude. Let's enjoy this ride, man. We finna have some fun. Let's enjoy it. Ooh, Big Santana. Ooh, say, I know your swag killing. Say no more. I ain't gonna even show what you said, but Big Santana, I know your swag can never go back to whack. Never. My boy Tariq say, I ain't drinking the Kool-Aid. It's okay, you didn't got to.
Boss Cowboy
And it's okay to say
Sports.
you want to see more. That's cool, bro. I had no problem with that. He got to show us more. I'm cool with that. Y'all stay up, man. I love y'all, man. Boss Cowboy Sports.